Hello, everybody. I'm putting Alex's audio in, and
Hello,
Runa's
everybody.
Hi.
newest
Didn't
member.
see you there. Welcome.
I need to make sure that it's actually
Come on
picking
in.
us up.
The water is still nice.
There's water?
Yes, it is hot tub. It is wonderful. I would say
Oh,
probably
yes.
some urine, but still good.
Yeah.
I did not do it. I did not.
Hot
Okay,
tub
good.
stream win.
I can keep that one muted. This is good news.
Who are you muting?
Oh, just it has our audio twice for some reason. I
Oh,
don't know why.
wonderful.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the stream. I put it to the be right back so that I had something easy to cut to. And, yeah, so I suppose before we hop into it, everybody meet Runa. Runa, meet the stream. She is
Hi.
our newest player in the group. She's going to be fairly quiet for a little while we get through the combat we left last episode in the midst of. But to be introduced shortly after. So, where we left off. Last we
been.
Where we left off, Barian and Lorelei visited the recovering Sasha at her room in the Arcanum. There was a bit of attraction in the air among the group. Lorelei and Claire left the two of them alone and went out to explore the campus. Lorelei grew a bit suspicious of Sasha, as she seemed rather inscrutable and immune to her normal mind reading. She convinced Barian to also be wary of her. Afterwards, Wednesday lost her temper with Lorelei when Lorelei started casting a spell on Barian. She ended up baking her an apology cake just before the party went drinking. They were drinking to celebrate Kena, who had recently learned how to spell, so is now officially able to write. While they were out there, a noble scion attempted to steal away the girls, but was chased off when the party was revealed to have a relationship with the Von Ices family, the royal family. On their way home from drinking, they heard a scream for help, and they came across Hagren, their old enemy, and a strange blue-skinned elven man in the midst of kidnapping what looked to be a young girl. They launched into combat with the duo, quickly having other enemies summoned to the battle, as well as an ally seemingly showing up with an undead beholder by her side, also a young girl. We ended as gravity was switched seemingly at the command of this strange blue figure, Barian in pursuit of the Bal Hanath, which was given the captured child to flee with, and I believe we were at the top of initiative. We were.
Just a clerical note here that needs to be brought up. Hagren is a drider. Hagrid is a giant. Hagrid is not in our game.
I don't know why that had to be brought up, but okay.
And the other thing is no, it is not a drider that doesn't have the body of Hagrid. That's been a problem.
Hagrid is not even his name.
Correlation to
Whatever it
copyrighted fictional materials is entirely coincidental and cannot be used in a court of law.
Can you stop making that sound like it's fake when it's absolutely, like, you make it sound so suspicious when it's 100% the truth.
Also, just a note, we all have phones. I'm sure a lot of us have cases like this one here you guys can see. If you want your phone case to be on our stream here, yeah, just call us. We would happily sponsor your phone case. Also the same thing for Pop.
Why would we sponsor them?
Or no, well, you know what I mean. Like we would give them like an ad space. Like we'd be like, yeah, you know what? Here, just let me roll a dice on my Dice X app with my new sponsored your
Just
name
like
phone
holding
case.
the side so your hands don't cover the back at all.
Yeah, it's like, hold on, let me show the on my new phone with a sponsored case. Like,
Let me just roll these dice. Oh, fuck. Look,
do you see how easy it is to do this while I take a
hold them like
drink of
this?
this said other sponsored pop? Like,
Will allow you to sponsor my D&D Beyond
Yeah.
digital dice, and I will curse your brand's
Yeah.
name whenever I roll bad.
also, do you know what makes D&D comfortable? Our other said sponsored name type of underwear that I always wear when we're streaming.
Hagren is going to stand up from prone, which means he is now sideways
It's his turn.
on the buildings here. Yes, he is top of
I
initiative.
see.
From where he is, he's got your guy right beside him,
Yeah.
which means he can do one of his within 5 feet attacks.
What's an interesting name of an attack? He's like, look out!
He is going to swing. That is a that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Bulwark.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Whoa, big damage. Just kidding. That is 1 damage.
0 if you're raging.
That's 0 then.
No, that's 1 damage. You round up.
No, you always round down.
Yes,
when you...
but not for 1 damage.
I think it is.
No
I think
damage.
the stoutness of Bulwark's armor.
The benefit, that's why resistance is so
He
good,
says,
is that
your
little
damage is
totally
incompatible
nothing.
with my systems.
Which means
I mean, it's up to
he
you,
is
Isaac, but I am
immobilized.
right.
Who is?
Bulwark is immobilized.
There's no save.
No save.
Okay. All right.
And all right. And then he is going to move away from him now that he is immobilized.
He's going to take an opportunity attack.
All right, you may take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
For what?
Actually, he's going to crawl across because you are you're prone because you got slammed into a wall. Gravity's different, and he's going to take advantage of his ability to walk on ceilings and walls to walk back onto the street, sticking to it despite the gravity.
I'm reckless
trying to throw
attacking,
him
so it's
sideways.
straight roll.
All right.
1 second here. Let me.
I think reckless attack is a bonus action, though, isn't it?
No.
No.
Just an attack.
Yeah, and it's your first attack of the round that you decide.
This is not his first attack of the round because this is a opportunity attack.
But it's a new
I've already,
round.
I already
How does that work?
Yeah, it's a new
First
round.
attack on your turn. It is not your turn. It is Hagren's turn.
I.
So it says right in it, when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly.
So then this would still be in between my turns. So my turns would be the starting and the end.
on your first attack, on your
Let
turn.
me explain. I did my first attack. I'm still recklessly attacking for this entire round. I haven't hit my next turn yet.
Oh, but you didn't recklessly attack.
Yes,
last
I have.
time. Oh, then he should have had advantage to hit you.
Who should have?
Hagren,
Why?
because if you had reckless attacked last turn, that would mean everybody has advantage on you until the start of your next turn.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
understandable.
Okay, so in that case, go ahead and roll your straight roll.
So did
You're correct. If you had reckless attacked last turn, it would still be in effect right now.
yeah? Anyway, so that's a 19.
A 19 will hit.
Okay, let me roll my damage. That is going to be. That is 12 damage.
12 damage. Right, to the injured Hagren. That brings us to the Balhanath. You, hovering outside of a window, looking in upon the room, you see the Balhanath. The family already fled outside from their sitting room where it is.
So I'm watching its head. I'm watching, like, if I can see any directions to presume which way it's going.
Okay. The Balhanath is a creature with no eyes, so it does not use its, it doesn't point to,
Direction
like,
of its
locate.
body, positioning.
It vanishes.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to our young girl with black hair who appeared with the undead beholder. She is going to... let's see. She is currently grappled. She's not liking that, so she is going to
Open notes.
Misty Step and stand on this wall over here to escape that grapple.
Nice.
Yeah, so she will stand there, and the only spell she could cast at that point would be a cantrip, which she will towards Hagren. That is natural form. That will miss. As an icy cold hand sails towards him, to no avail. Brings us to Wednesday, who has fled already, so she's good. I'm actually going to remove her from initiative. Barian, you're up.
Chasing the Balhanath.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. Barian,
Yep.
is there any way that I could have seen or like so it's made 3 jumps now. Is it heading in a certain direction? Like, are the jumps heading linearly? Are they scattered?
So the first one was like over, like a. It went from one street to another, and then the next one was down that street, and then the next one was further down that street into a building. Actually, I think it was just
2 buildings
over,
in a row.
and then building.
Okay, I'm going to. So it's been a line.
No, I don't think it's made 3 jumps. I think it's made 2 so far.
Okay, so it's been a line though.
No, it moved over, and then it moved down that street into a building. So you've only seen like an L so far is what it's made.
Okay, I'll send Roscoe
Okay.
to fly his 120 feet down that way and see what he's kind of make an arc and see if he can see anything.
Okay.
1 second here. Okay,
I think he has a +3 with advantage.
yeah. And he's 120 dark vision. Okay, 1 second here. I'm just pulling up my... Okay, he rolled a 16 and 3, so 19.
19. He does not see anything.
It doesn't roll against me, or...
It does. Just this is you've dealt with this creature before, and it is a fairly stealthy creature, being something that hunts in the Underdark.
Okay, I will head in their direction. Started going down that street.
Okay. You start flying above the buildings, so you go
Yeah, just doing a circle.
5 up and 55 over as you shoot down in the same direction it went last time.
Do I see anything?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
What is my perception, Alex?
Your perception is a +4.
So 21.
21. Okay. You also don't see anything.
Okay.
That brings us to the
So
death
then I
tower.
will use my action
Okay.
to head back towards the group.
Okay. You start flying back in the other direction. Brings us to the Death Tyrant, which is going to target the creatures there. It'll do the one on the left with 2 rays, and the one on the right with 1 ray. So that first one. Okay, dexterity saving throw from the creature. As a gray beam shoots towards it. That is a fail on the dexterity saving throw. And it is not immune to this, as it starts to petrify
Which does?
one of the gray creatures.
Oh, great.
Or, sorry, the brown blobs of tentacles and eyes that are whipping towards you both.
What kind of save did it have to make?
I believe dexterity is what it just said. Danny, you're
Okay.
shaking the table. Yeah, it's dexterity save. I don't know that I have anything for petrification.
No one does.
We'll use frozen for now. And then a second ray towards it. Oh, that was only 1 off from the previous ray. I'm pretty sure it's immune to that. Let me look. As the sleep ray shoots towards it.
Who shoots a sleep ray?
The beholder,
Oh.
the undead beholder, is not immune to the sleep ray. Wisdom save. Wrong person again. Okay, that is a failure on that one as well. As
Let's go, Death Tyrant.
yeah, that thing is also asleep now as 2 rays slam into it and it starts to crackle and the eyes close, the tentacles sucking back in as there's just now this orb of liquid slowly turning to stone there, inert. Asleep. There we go. And then the ray at the other one. Oh wow, okay, so for the rays, I rolled 8, 7, and 6 for the rays that it shot. That is the telekinetic ray, which it is immune to.
Who is?
Damn.
The creature would just, as he tries to like grip it, it would just like water running through fingers.
The one that
Fall out
did
of
the
it.
reverse gravity.
Nope. These are the orb creatures.
Oh,
with the
there's 3 of
tendrils.
them?
There's 2 of them. It shot 2 rays at one of them and 1 ray at the second one.
Okay. But one's a stone and one's asleep, so.
Nope. The one that is stone is the one that's turning to stone is the same one that's asleep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Which brings us to the other one of it. Currently has Lorelei and Lorelei grappled. So it is going to. It's going to do a squeeze. That is an 18 to hit Lorelei. Alex?
Sorry. What did you need from me?
18 to hit
I'm
Lorelei.
looking at stuff. Oh, that just hits.
Okay. So that is. Rolled low for damage. 16 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then it's going to make grapples against the people it does not have grappled. So, one towards Evendrail. That is a 24, which just passes through you harmlessly. One towards, that is a 15, which will miss our young friend here. Oh, it also has K9 grappled. I didn't notice that. Okay, so 22 to hit her, which will hit, so she's going to take some damage. Okay, that is 26 damage to her, which is 13 damage. She is injured at that point. It's going to send a tendril after Bulwark. That is a 28 to hit Bulwark.
That hits.
Okay.
How many attacks can it make?
1 against everybody in range.
Okay. Now, is there anything between Bulwark and it?
Besides him being immobilized and grappled? No.
I didn't mean that. I meant interposing between it, like
No,
the
there's
Drider or
Nope.
anybody. Or the other orb.
As Bulwark is up.
So what can I do?
Well, you can't move unless you escape this grapple. And with the immobilization, you can make a save at the end of your turn to escape the immobilization.
All right. I guess I'll try to escape from a grapple.
Right.
You
That
got
takes your
this.
action. Hello, Flash. He rises from the ashes of the phoenix and then says, hello, good friends. And then we have Bat Pasta saying hello. Hello, Bat Pasta.
That's a 14.
A 14, I have to look at the stat block, but I think is a failure. Yes, a 14 is a failure.
That is his turn.
All right.
Do I get to save?
Yes, yeah. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Against the... Oh, yeah. Alex, what's my wisdom save?
For Bulwark
Yep.
is a +1.
All right. 7.
That is a failure.
All right, that is his turn.
Okay.
Ba, ba, ba.
Dre, you're up. Another tentacle just passing through you harmlessly.
And obviously I remember because no time has passed since last round and this round. But how's everything looking?
Hagren is injured. The blob on the left is untouched. The blob on the right has been hit, but not enough for it to count for anything.
Ooh.
And the strange blue elf is untouched.
Well, and I'm like holding on to like a pipe or something to not fall.
Yeah, you're clutching desperately to the ground. Like to the cobblestones, hands dug in as gravity is trying to pull you, not just to the right, but into that nice little break between the houses where you have the furthest to fall of anybody.
Alright,
You're also blessed, I believe.
I am blessed. And
He was black. No, he wasn't. Never mind.
oh, okay, never mind. I found it. I was having trouble finding the stat block for what I am at the moment. Run sunlight, that's good. Oh man, that's a really interesting attack. But, what kind of action is it to try and shift back?
Doop. Come shade. I didn't put anything down specifically. So let's call it a bonus action.
A bonus action? God, that's like half my turn. Ah, jeez.
You're right. We'll make it an action.
Ah! What happened to the squeaky wheel?
All right, your entire turn. I like it.
No. This is
2 turns?
this is like having a wheel be squeaking and you just rip it off your car.
You die. You're right. Good choice.
Problem solved.
Would you like to try to shift back?
I'm just taking a look at what I got going on. Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Day 100, coming right up, coach.
As you start to pull for that kind of sensation of your true body being terribly, terribly far away from you, trying to rip it through the distance between you to replace your form with it.
That is a 40.
40. All right. You pull to no avail as nothing answers. You feel yourself tugging against it. You may try again in a minute.
In a minute.
Yep.
All right. No time at all. I don't have my weapons on me, correct? Just my wits.
And your Model 2 atomizer. Hello.
Can I use that thingy, the air blowing thing?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Thanks.
Welcome. All right.
I will, tap into, or at least try to, because I don't remember if this works or not, my telekinetic abilities and try and stab this annoying blue dude in the mind.
Okay. Is that a saving throw on his part or an attack roll on your
Yes,
part?
an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 18.
He succeeds. Ah. Damn it.
As
I'm going...
you stab towards the mind and feel it just kind of deftly shrug you off.
And then I'm going to... One second. Okay. I'm going to, like, sort of swing back and forth on my pipe I'm holding on to and try and leap down to by where Lorelei is.
Okay.
And, like, roll to break my landing.
That is a 20-foot fall, so go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
All right.
It's a little more than a 20-foot fall, actually. But
You
pretty
got
close.
this, Shadow Me. That's 23.
Last I saw it, it was beside my bed on my dresser. Other than that, I just have to search my room.
Okay. Also, I saw a ukulele in there.
Yeah.
Could I use it?
Totally, yeah. Sorry, what did you get, Alex?
You got a 23.
23. Okay. You can take half damage from the fall as you roll up onto your feet.
Oh, jeez.
So that's 8 damage, half to 4.
And half again, because I am resistant to bludgeoning damage?
Correct. So 2 damage as there's a kind of almost a splat of shadow that falls against the thing, and then there's a little bit of tumbling motion before it forms once again into the rough amalgamation of your figure.
Okay. Gonna need to remember what my health is.
As I'm going to make the second saving throw against petrification. That one it succeeds, so it is not petrified. It is, however, still asleep.
Darn.
Darn.
Okay, anything else from Dre in his shadowy form?
Nope. That's everything.
Alright, then that brings us to the sleeping one, which has not taken damage, so it gets no saving throw. Brings us to the strange blue companion here, who looks over at Hagren.
Well, your beast has escaped. Successfully. He's on his way back. Enough playing around here for me, I think. I'll leave my friends behind to keep them busy. You can make your own way, I trust.
As he is going to vanish. Not quite vanish so much as pull out this black blade and just cut the air beside him as it turns into this rift of shadow where he cuts and step through it.
Back here.
Shadow bleeds away into the night.
He's gone.
And with it, the gravity will shift back to downwards as Bulwark will, funnily enough, fall
Grappled.
standing now.
Grappled.
Grappled, but now standing because it's been shifted that he's not on his back. He's like just on his
Okay.
feet. And Lorelei will be as well, I think.
Hmm?
Okay.
Oh.
That brings us to Kena. She was being held there by the grapple, so she'll be back on her feet. And ooh, I think she's just gonna hit the thing. That's what the focus is here.
The sleeping one?
No, she's not next to that one. She's grappled next to the other one, but she's choosing to stay grappled and take the damage to keep hitting this thing. Okay, that is 14 to hit. This creature has an AC of... So that'll miss on the first attack. Second attack will definitely hit. Will be resistant to the damage. And Face Steel Blade. +3. Okay. Ooh. 20, so 10 damage after it gets halved as she slashes into that one there. Still not yet pushing it into injured, however, as Lorelei is up.
Alright.
Actually, she's
Jeez,
blessed.
so much health.
That first one could have hit. No, she rolled a 1 on the bless.
Damn it. Well. Lorelei.
What'd you say?
Now you said something last time about it being like more vulnerable when it's closer to you.
So the creature is liquid, except for where the tendril wraps around you. It gets kind of a stony exterior to it, and that area is more vulnerable. Speaking of which, Lorelei, Kena could have done full damage because she's grappled, so I'm going to do 10 more damage to it.
Nice.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, they are vulnerable at the point where they grapple you.
Okay, and by vulnerable you mean they take normal damage.
Yes.
Good to know.
Alright, in that case, as her bonus action, can I shift the floating spiritual eyeball of zappiness over to where Kena is and zap the tentacle that's holding her?
You could, yeah. Have it move around over to there.
Alright. That will attack.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit. weapon shifts through the air. Eyeballs zapping towards the hardened portion there.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that is 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay, 14 points of damage. Anything else from Lorelei?
Well,
That's
he has
her
an
bonus
action.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna try and wiggle free of this annoying tentacle.
Okay, make me an athletics or an acrobatics check for her, please.
That's a 17.
17, I believe, is a failure. That is a failure. She is still grappled.
That's rough, because that was like a good roll for her too.
Which brings us to Hagren, who is going to grin across his face, look over at the shadow that is Evandrael.
Well, nice to bump into you again. Glad you weren't as successful as last time at getting in our way. Enjoy your tangle with our friends here.
And is going to start moving away.
Don't you run away from me.
How far did he move?
10, 15, 20, 30, 45 feet.
Okay.
Let's see. He was there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. And then he's going to just dash and continue moving for another 45.
Get it.
And he'll probably go up one of the buildings as he does that and down onto another street.
You're doing all the horizontal movement and everything?
Yep. I just know
Diagonals.
he's moved 90 in that general direction. Okay, let's see. She's Misty Stepped. Sees Hagren there. Okay. No longer grappled. Standing up off the ground, you would see the maybe 12-year-old looking girl point her finger out towards Hagren. As he's climbing up one of the things, he seems to hit an invisible wall.
Wow.
As she shouts up, "You're not getting away from me that easily." And she's also going to move this way after casting that spell. As Barian, you're up.
Okay, how far away am I from Hagren?
We'll say 110 feet.
Okay, so I'll move my 60 forward
All right.
in a way that I can see him within 60 feet.
Yeah, you would see him. I'm going to put him on this roof for ease. But yeah, you would see him.
I'd like to be 50 feet away from him.
You are.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast a second level spell.
What would you like to cast?
He is a humanoid, right?
Let me look. Yes, the Drider counts
Okay.
as humanoid. Fey humanoid.
Yeah, I'll cast Hold Person.
Okay. That is a wisdom saving
I
throw?
believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Or
Actually,
it
Far
might be
too
charisma.
far away for me to help.
can you check, Alex?
Old person.
It is
What is it?
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. Stat block. Wisdom. Okay, that is a 16.
Okay, he
Succeed.
succeeds. Well, what is my save?
15.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, yeah, he succeeds.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That brings us to the Death Tyrant, which is going to continue, just banging on these
It
things.
can't see Hagren.
It can from where it's at, but he is currently behind a barrier.
Okay.
That's another sleep ray at the one that's already asleep, so that's not going to do anything. That is a disintegration way at the one that is asleep. Now I need to go look if it can even do dex saves. I don't think it can.
Back him, excuse me.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so disintegration, dexterity saving throw. This creature is unconscious. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Oh, baby. Okay, I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to take the 45 force damage that it takes. However, it is not grappling anything, so that becomes 22.
My goodness.
So 22 damage from that one. That's the first hit it's taken, and then one ray towards the other one. That is a disintegration ray towards the other one. This one can try to avoid that. And will. Let's make its dex save. Oh, that's a 15. It needed a 17. So it's also going to take 22 damage, which will put it into injured.
Yay, it's injured.
That brings us to its turn as well. Let's see. Who is it grappling? It's got Kana. It's got Lorelei. That's a natural one to hit even Drail. Doesn't matter.
Well,
Can't do anything about
yeah.
it. Barian is out of its reach, so that is a 21 to hit Lorelei with the squeeze.
That hits.
Okay. That is 19 bludgeoning damage to her.
Alright. I'm going to try and psychically reduce that.
14. And it will miss Kana with the squeeze as she manages to wedge her weapon in there to prevent it from squeezing down on her without hurting itself.
Okay, that's 12 squeezing damage.
And that is a 19 to hit Bulwark.
That misses.
19 misses.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the first time this entire
Nice.
combat.
That brings us to Bulwark. I didn't know he had a 20 AC.
He'd 18 plus a shield.
Oh.
Actually, it's 21.
Alright.
I have it as 18.
Okay, it's 21.
So he is still grappled and immobilized currently.
So he's just gonna hit the thing
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
recklessly. So the first attack, an 18 and natural one, so that's like 26.
Yep.
Okay, that hits. Let me roll the second one. 3 and a 13. That's 21.
21 also hits.
Okay, let me roll
So
his
he's
damage.
there, he can feel the force rooting him to the ground and then like cement wrapped around him.
Okay.
Just swinging wildly down at it. Metallic man heaving blows against the concrete around
so
him.
9 plus that one is going to be rough damage. 7, 9, so 14 slashing damage
Alright.
and 9 necrotic damage.
9 necrotic. Okay.
How is it? And that's on the vulnerable part.
Yes. Yeah. So it takes the full damage. It is injured currently.
Oh man. And then I'm gonna make my bonus action and see if I can shield slam this arm off me.
Okay. We'll make
It's a shove attack
athletics
versus.
checks, I think.
Because yeah,
Or
you
it's
can shove
athletics
you
or
can shove a
acrobatics.
grappler off you, so that would work.
Okay.
All right, that is a 20.
That is a 20 for it as well. So meets it beats. It is the resisting creature.
So I meet.
It meets.
Well, no, because when you're attacking someone's AC, if you meet, you beat. So if I'm attacking you when I meet, I beat.
No, so the defending creature meets it beats for most things.
Except
So
for
same
AC.
with like a saving throw. If you meet it, you beat it.
Am I blessed, Harvey? Or Alex?
He is not. No.
Right.
No, you were too far away.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can I make that saving throw against the
Yes,
immobilization?
yeah,
Or is
give
he
me a
still
wisdom.
within range to be able to concentrate on me?
It does not require that.
Okay. Good to check, though.
Yeah.
What's my... It's a wisdom save?
Yep.
That's a 12.
Okay.
Still immobilized.
Still immobilized. As Dre, you're up.
Alright,
desperate struggle going on from your metal companion down there, who's been locked into a little corner there between the houses. Kana going toe-to-toe with this one creature, and you helping there, although grappled as you are.
Sort of, Lorelei's like stuck in this like grass. I don't know. I'm gonna reach into its tentacle and sort of like with my shadow form, it's like pull some of its essence out. So I'm going to try and drain strength, whatever the attack is called.
Okay. That is a saving throw against you, I believe, right?
It's no, it's an attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Rolling to hit. And this has sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy. Should have let me open up my dice. Currently unnamed digital D&D support app.
You're gonna work for every single mention.
Yep.
If you want to
Yep.
sponsor us,
Just a small
Oh, I
paywall.
take it back. That's a and I'm blessed.
Small paywall.
That's a 23 to hit.
that will certainly hit as you reach your shadowed hand, sinking it into the cement-like structure of this tendril around your companion and pulling strength from it, pushing hatred and darkness into it.
All right, that is what do I add to? Yeah. That is 17 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and its strength is reduced by 4.
Okay. I will find somewhere on its sheet. Actually, you know what? I can put its strength in there.
Do I
Oh, wow.
gain that strength?
No.
That'd be super cool.
Okay. Strength reduced, creature damaged, making its way towards bloodied at this point. Anything else from the shadowy form of Evandrail?
Sorry, after they got hit with the disintegration rate, it's still only injured?
Yes, because the disintegration ray did half damage. And it was
Oh, okay.
45 damage was the average damage on it, which I did to be quick. So 22
Okay.
damage.
It
to both
resists
of them.
magical damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the beholder does not seem to have the wherewithal to target the hardened parts of it. It's just blasting
Makes
at them.
sense.
Anything else from Dre?
All right. Nope.
All right.
That's it.
That brings us to the sleeping blob, which was damaged by disintegration ray, which means I don't know if it wakes up or gets a saving
It
throw.
gets
I
a
have to
save.
look. Sleep ray. Target awakens if it takes damage.
Oh, okay. Different than the spell.
And sadly, it got hit with the sleep ray before it took the other damage, so it wakes up. Although it's still marked by somebody, I'm not sure who. Okay, it is going to. Who's not grappled currently? Dre is not grappled. That's 14 to grapple him. And the girl over there is not grappled. That will hit her. As she who ran over and put some sort of force field around Hagren suddenly looks back with a as a tendril wraps around her and hardens around her. Does not have anybody else grappled, so can't do anything about that. And Barian is out of its range as Kana there is going to take her swing. That's a miss. Roll better. Thank you. And a hit. And she can do her full damage here because she's attacking it. What's her bonus to damage? Okay, that is 12 damage to the creature. Which brings us to Lorelei, as Kana is still just swinging away at this thing where it's holding her.
Alright. Bonus action. The eye zapping away at the hardened bit.
Okay. Roll to
That
hit.
is a 26 to hit
That
with
will
before blast.
certainly hit. Yeah.
Then total of 20 points of psychic damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Can it resist psychic damage?
No, she's attacking the vulnerable portion of it, so it does not.
Oh, it resists everything.
Yeah.
That's not on. Okay.
As that will bring the creature to bloodied, as it zaps into it once again, the creature squirming and undulating as the force travels into it.
Undulate.
Yeah. It's quite the graphic
Undulation.
word.
Better than, you know what's even worse than undulation? Moist undulation.
Shay also showed up and sent us some cats and chatted with Bat Pasta, who sent us a Doge.
Oh, Doge! All hail the Doge! Thank you.
That would just be the only way to go.
Yeah. Anything else from Lorelei? That's her bonus action.
Bonus action. Lorelei is going to. Hang on, I just gotta.
Tea was a mistake with how hot this day is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could have iced it.
I could have, but I was lazy.
It's a hard conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I could have made food, so I ate raw Ichiban.
No.
That's a down trade.
I don't think I've ever been that hungry. At least
Like,
deep fry it.
I could have cooked pizza pops, but I ate them frozen.
Oh, no.
She's going to cast Cure Wounds at
Okay.
2nd level on herself.
All right. Healing magic washing over her and seeming to reduce some of the bruising that's taking a heavy toll around her ribs where this thing is wrapped. Hagren, for his part, is going to turn back towards the now grappled girl.
You're right. I guess I won't be getting away from you that easy. I will have to pay a certain price.
As he pulls a scroll, beginning to read.
Oh no.
I have a reaction.
The scroll begins to burn.
I have a reaction.
All right, what are you using a reaction for?
Counterspell.
Okay, go ahead and roll for counterspell.
It's a higher than 3rd level?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
You got this, Barian.
Okay, that is going to be a 24.
That is a success as you fling out your hand with a
My weapon.
you watch it shatter against the like burning scroll in his hand. Gets blasted by your magic. The flame put out with a gust as the paper just shreds itself in his hands. And he looks over at you with a grimace.
Always in the way.
See if there's anything for him to do with his bonus action.
I would like you guys to know that it's the first time that I've used Counterspell since I've played with Isaac. It's great.
As he looks
time.
at you, you watch darkness start to seep out from around him with a before he's surrounded by a cloud of it and no longer visible.
Yeah.
That brings us to the girl. Has him trapped there. She's grappled. She needs to get out of that. So she is going to once again Misty Step.
Misty Step.
out
Best
of that.
spell in the world.
She's going to go that way, which does that put her out of range? I don't think it does. Nope. She is still just within range. But
she can move.
She had enough Misty Step to get out of it. I'm just going to consider her out of it because she would have moved out of it with that.
Consider her out of
But
it.
I ran on a map as she can't hit him because she's created a barrier around him. So Barian, you're up.
Okay. Once again. Hold person.
I believe you need to be able to see him for hold person.
Yes. So he's completely in darkness.
He is surrounded by darkness.
I don't have a light spell.
Light spell, baby.
Okay, so I need to know what he's covered with.
He is covered in darkness.
No, and what she put on him.
You could ask her if you wanted.
Hey, did you cast Wall of Force? What did you cast on him?
I've trapped him in a dome of force.
Okay, does it block spells?
If they're physical, yes.
Okay. Let me take a look. I don't have anything I could do.
Feel like we're in a fight that is out of our league.
I wish I had Sickening Radiance. That would be a great spell to have. Yeah, I'm out of spells that I can't do any of those. 1 second.
1. Shay says, consume bat pasta.
Classic.
Gain 3 echolocation and are satiated. Bat pasta says, please don't consume me. Do we know who bat pasta is? Do we know them? Is it Runa? Like, hiding on our screen?
No. Never could be me.
Of course
Nope.
not.
It's totally not my cool username.
It felt like a very, like, text-based game when Shay ate him. You know? Like, just a dark screen, wall of text. Look at your log! And you're just scrolling through all of the different text you've tried to type in.
How is Hagren looking?
Hagren, injured.
No, she's like full health.
These things are beefy.
Okay, I'm just going to fly above the darkness
Okay,
and hold an action.
got it. Are you holding a spell or something different?
I am holding a spell.
Okay. Brings us to the Death Tyrant once again. Still blasting away at these things. Another eye firing off. I think this is a new one this time. Oh, no, it's not. It's the slowing ray again. And that one is still slowed, but I forgot to make its saving throws. So we'll say it's slowed again.
It doesn't matter.
doesn't
they
really
don't move.
affect
They only
them.
take
Yeah.
1 action per turn.
Yeah. That's the sleep ray. That is a failure. It is back asleep.
Yeah.
Nice.
As the tendrils would withdraw from anybody it's grappled with them. Oh, it just had the girl, but she's got out of it already. And then 1 at the other one. And it's immune to fear, so that'll do nothing. This is a bad matchup for the Death Tyrant. That brings us to the still awake one, which is going to take its usual attack at Dre. That's an 18 to hit Dre.
Yep.
Can't reach
Sure
anybody
is.
over there. That is a 19 to hit Lorelei.
That hits.
That is 18 damage to Lorelei. And that is a natural 19 to hit Kana, which will certainly hit.
It's reduced to 9 damage by Dre's helpful little telekinesis.
18 is 7 damage to Kana, who is, I think at this point, bloodied. Alright. Oh, and it does have Bulwark in its grip. So 15 to hit Bulwark.
That misses.
Alright, Bulwark, what are you doing?
Once again, I am going to slash.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Double slash. Uh, 19 and a 17 for the first one, so lots.
Yep. That will hit. Still
Oh,
rooted
man.
and
18
bound.
and 14 for the second one, that'll hit.
Those will hit as well.
I'll roll some demos.
Swings wildly against the exposed portions of the creature.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it has advantage on you because you were reckless.
Sure.
That's a 19. Still a
That
miss.
misses, yeah. 8,
Nice.
8, 5 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. Ugh. Okay, so 10 necrotic damage and 18 slashing damage.
So 28 damage in total. All right.
And once again, oh, I'm not grappled.
You are, yeah.
Didn't I do the shove attack against it?
And it matched you at 20.
Oh, yeah.
Which is also the reason you're able to attack it without at all. So,
Good point.
yeah.
I will, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Oh, and actually, it would have been even lower to hit you because this one has been strength drained, so it's a -2 to hit.
Yeah.
Dre, you're up.
All right.
Does a 17 hit Lorelei?
18.
Because I hit her that turn, right? With a 19?
Yes.
But I forgot the
Yeah.
-2, so it would have been a 17. She can take her health back.
Ah.
Oh, and Barian would yell something at Lorelei. Hey, if you can get rid of this darkness, that'd be helpful.
I can't hear you. Hello? Do you hear something? I hear a tiny little voice on the breeze, hundreds of feet away from me.
You're over 100 feet away from her. He could still yell at Lorelei from over 100 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get right on that, thanks.
Pretty much the same answer. Dre, what are you doing?
Yeah, at first it was genuine and now it's sarcastic. Dre is just going to be like, I think that worked. I don't know. And he's gonna try again.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Sucking out its insides.
Wonder if they left any like chips and snacks.
That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Send message to shit stain.
That is 14 points of necrotic damage, and its strength is reduced by 2.
All right. Its strength
left over from the
dipping even lower.
This is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This form's pretty good when you're immune to everything they do.
Yes. Yeah. That helps when they can't hurt you. Anything else from Dre?
No.
Okay. That one's sleeping. So Kana is up. She's going to continue. All right. It's a natural one. And a natural one on both her attacks. Lorelei.
Oh, can I hide in the shadows as a bonus action?
You can, yes.
Sam,
Yeah.
do you have anything that I could eat?
Would you like a bagel with avocado?
Go ahead and make a
Oh, that
check.
is
Yes,
a
please. That'd be great.
21.
Okay, the creature still has an eye staring at you, as it also got a 21.
Damn it.
Are you?
All right.
Aren't you blessed?
Yeah, but not to ability checks.
Yeah, it's saving throws and attacks.
Damn it.
And I already added my +2. All right, the eyeball is zapping away.
Lorelei, with the eyeball, once again, lancing into the creature's very
18
mind.
to hit.
That'll hit.
It's 17 points of psychic damage.
17 damage.
I've rolled an 8
That
on
puts
at least
it
one of these
into
d8s.
crippled.
Wow.
Yes.
Get this thing off of me. And with my action, I guess I'll try again. Acrobatics to escape the tentacle. Alright. I know a 14 doesn't succeed, so I'm going to use a Flash of Insight, which is an ability I have. I can choose to re-roll an ability check after I see the result, but before I know if it succeeds or fails.
Okay.
And I get a bonus to my re-roll equal to half my cleric level.
Okay.
That's great.
A
So?
useful ability for here. For a lot of
That's a natural one.
As she calls upon her. Who's her god again?
You told
Tulnir?
me it's written somewhere. Tulnir, yeah.
Yeah, okay. She calls upon her god, Tulnir,
Get me out of here.
just begging for aid, and she hears the sound of a page flipping as her god is deep in his reading and not paying attention to the plight of his
At
cleric.
least she gets to re-roll it. But hey, chat, can we get a bunch of poop emojis for Lorelei, please? That'd be great.
Fate shits upon her.
We need to get some F's in chat, please.
As there is a growl from the darkness as Hagren begins reading once again.
Don't she get to re-roll the?
She did.
Oh,
she
I
got a
got a
1.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
As the darkness vanishes, and what is left there is nothing. The spot he was occupying
So
now empty.
so as he started to cast, the spell would disappear if the girl had an option or anyone had an
So
option.
the darkness is a racial feature, not a concentration spell, and it lasts till the end of his next turn, which is
Oh, it's not a concentration.
nope.
Wonderful.
Yeah, otherwise she definitely would have counterspelled it. As he vanishes from the battlefield, followed by a shrill scream of rage from the 12-year-old girl who had him trapped inside of the Dome of Force. He and the Balhanoth are safely away at this point. As the girl is going to turn, she is going to point, rage bubbling,
Oh.
pointing towards, I'm on the wrong thing, I need to look, to the one that you guys have crippled, and just, with a clenched teeth, almost a whisper, just, die! As it collapses in on itself.
What are these? Who are these people? I'm so scared. What have we stumbled into?
As make me an
Hagren
Arcana
went.
check.
I didn't get to go.
You're after her.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Hagren then me.
No, it's Hagren, her. Make me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah, Barian.
Sure.
So you don't want bulwark too?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, that's only an 11.
11. Okay. Barian, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to fly down to one of the things that I see everybody hitting on the spots.
All right.
And I'm going to...
Your full flight will leave you still out of reach. I think you'll be like 10 feet away from it at that point.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, I just realized. So we all get like released from our binds, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So there's no one...
Nobody would be grappled.
There's nobody...
So-
Who's grappled by this one?
No one, because it's asleep.
Yeah.
The one that I'm about to
The
hit.
one that you're trying to get to is asleep.
Okay,
currently.
who's by it?
Currently the undead beholder.
Yeah, but basically what happens is Lorelei is get me out of here. Prays to Tulnir.
Okay.
Gets nothing back. It was curse you,
Can I get within 60 feet?
and then
of
gets
it?
released.
Can I get...
Sorry.
So with 60 feet of movement, you'd be 10 feet still between you and it.
Okay. Great. So I'm going to bonus action cast Shadow Blade,
Okay.
and I'm probably going to fall to the ground, 10 feet or so, whatever it is.
Yeah, you're on the ground basically.
Okay,
So you
and then I'm going to throw my Shadow Blade and hit it twice.
summon it in your hand. Your arm's already overhead for a
Okay.
as you throw it towards the creature. You are in darkness because it is evening.
Okay. Yeah, 17 and an 18, so that hits, and then I'll roll the second one. Okay, and an 8 plus 7. Does a 15 hit it?
A 15.
And
Does
was
not.
Was I blessed?
You were not. No.
Varian, okay. Alright, so one hit, so I'll roll the
blast for
damage.
you.
How much damage? Sorry.
What?
Oh, you said you'll roll the
I'm not
damage.
done yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm hitting a vulnerable spot. Oh no, there is no
nope,
vulnerable spot.
there is not one on
Alright,
this side.
whatever. 8, 16 plus 5 is 21 plus 3. 24 plus 4 is... that's 28 magical damage.
Okay. 14 damage. As you sink the shadow blade into it before it reappears in your hand with your bonus action, I imagine.
No.
Oh, and then you throw it again, that's right. So it would still be on the ground next to the creature, which is now awake.
It disappears and I resummon it.
Right, but you can only do that with a bonus action.
Yeah,
which you
but
already
it hits
did
it
to
and
rethrow
disappears.
Right, but then you threw it again and missed, so it would be on the ground.
It just still disappears.
Oh, does
the
it?
bonus
Okay.
is just resummoning.
Okay, that brings us to the Death Tyrant with only one target. It's getting all the love. Okay, that is a 9 and a 7. Let's see, I can close that, and I can close that. So a 9 is the Disintegration Ray once again. Sadly, it's awake, so it does get a saving throw. That is a 16, which is one off of what it needed to not get battered by this thing, as it's going to take another 22 damage, which will bring it to injured.
Man. Wait,
And,
injured?
Yeah. And then that's a Sleep Ray again. That's a
Nice.
natural 20, so it is not sleep.
Damn.
And then a 2. Ooh, the Paralyzing Ray. Can this thing be paralyzed? It can, so it must make a save. That is a fail, as it is now paralyzed. As 3 rays, just one, like carving a chunk out of it as water just like sloshes to fill in the area. The other one just being absorbed by the murky liquid. And the last one, you see it stop moving as it almost hardens into place, although it still undulates due to its liquid form. Paralyzed.
I will be right back.
I believe you.
Thanks.
I don't.
All right.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Bulwark
wow, that's
is
so rude.
up. He is no longer grappled, and he would no longer be under the effects of Hagren, so he is free to move. Actually, I have to look at
Yay.
that.
Oh no.
No, it just says save ends, so never mind.
Is Hagren still concentrating on the spell?
It's not a spell, it's the effect of his weapon.
And does he have to be on the same plane to keep it to work?
No.
Okay. That is a very,
It's
very
like
powerful
it's
spell.
when it hits you, it curses you basically.
Okay.
It's alright.
That's
Bulwark
my
will get
turn.
out of the corner eventually.
No, that's my turn.
Failed on the save.
I can do nothing.
Did you make a wisdom save?
Yeah, I failed.
All right.
I got 8.
Trey, you're up.
Alright. Did this one see me as I hid in the shadows?
No. Let's see if it notices you now. 21. Yep, it notices.
Well, he'd have to roll
Damn it.
stealth against it.
No, he did. He got 21 on his stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex did? How
Yeah.
do you see his rolls without him saying it?
He told me.
Oh, I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, last round.
Yeah.
And so I'll be like sneaking up to it. Hey, I got the spy on him. As I realize what I thought was like the back of its head is actually its eyeball.
Yeah, as you start moving towards it, and you see just like an eyeball open up on the
What?
middle of it,
As
and
I'm
just
going
stare
to
at you.
just sort of in a panic try and snatch some of its essence.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Rolling to hit with a bless. Ooh, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Does this beholder dude count as an ally?
Given his extreme distaste for all of you, I'm gonna say no.
Fair. So no sneak attack.
He currently hates this thing because it looks like a beholder, and it doesn't look like him. So he's not attacking you guys. He is entirely
Alright.
enraged by these things, but
Has 10 points of necrotic damage, and its strength is reduced by a 4.
5 points of necrotic damage. Okay. It is getting into a bad spot for strength, as it is now in the negatives.
Oh,
It's dead.
something happens when... Yeah.
Sorry, like in the negatives from modifier, it's at a 6 for strength now. It was at a 14 to begin
Yeah, when
with.
it hits 0,
Okay,
it
yeah.
dies.
It's dead when that...
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that I think of it, Alex, you have one of the strongest abilities. That drain is ridiculous.
Yeah, I also have 19 hit points.
Yeah, okay.
And if I
it
die,
is
I
paralyzed.
could be cursed forever.
It does manage to break out of the
never
paralysis
be
on its
myself.
turn, but that is the entirety of
Because
its
it's
turn.
slowed, finally. slow mattered.
And also, it's at the end of its turn it gets to do it.
Oh, okay.
Kana is up, no longer grappled. She is going to move around this thing to flank with you there. With advantage. Still a miss. That's a hit on the second. Okay, so half damage. 15 comes 7 damage.
So much.
Lorelei is up as Kana just swings around this thing, got like a dutiful look in her eyes, just swinging into it with the glint of her face steel blade.
Alright.
Bat Pasta sent, it looks like a cleaver knife with a face, and it's like got a sad face and it's bleeding off the end of it. Oh, and he put some F's in chat. Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Good. What are the F's for?
When Lorelei rolled her nat 1 on her reroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, F's are good. Fail. Poop emoji is also a good substitute.
I like the bleeding knife. I'm a fan of that. Lorelei, go ahead.
Alright, Lorelei, finally freed by thanks to Tulnir's grace, is going to move for the first time in years. And, walk and approach it slowly as her eyes glow. About there. And as she does that, the eye is also going to move. I can't move it, but it'll move next to Kana, basically. It'll zap. Is Kana actually grappled?
Kana is not grappled currently, nope.
No one is grappled
Okay.
right now.
Okay, no one is grappled, but, I mean, it's my turn, so I will zap it
Okay.
with my eyeball.
Okay, rolled a hit.
Mean evil.
23 to hit.
23 will hit.
That's not even with bless. She rolls so good. Except when she re-rolls. That is 14 points of psychic damage.
Skadoosh.
Okay, 7 points of psychic damage.
And will also bring down a beam of radiance into its eyeball that only it can see as she sears its mind with a sacred flame. It must make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. That is a 16.
That just succeeds. God damn.
Keeps rolling the same thing on those dex saves against you
Okay,
guys.
okay. I have a solution. What if instead of draining strength, I drained all of their attribute points by a d4?
That'd be great.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great idea. I've never
Hey,
heard
why didn't you
such
think
a...
of that? Yeah.
Right, so. What's the range on this spell?
We tried jet.
Which spell? Oh, the thing.
Yeah, the young girl is going. Why does it not? Oh, okay. The young girl's eyes turn black as she casts a spell on herself. She is going to move so that she is within 60 feet of the creature. And it must make a wisdom saving throw.
It has disadvantage and takes.
That is a failure
Takes.
on the wisdom saving throw. That is a
And
11.
takes. There's a.
It's like a D4 or something.
No, it's not a d4. It's half my cleric level.
Whew.
So it takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay, 2 points of psychic damage.
And she sort of like drains its will to,
As
fight.
she is going to use the sickening effect of this spell,
No, more strength.
God.
which means that it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Great. That's awesome.
As Barian, you're up.
Okay. Has anyone been grappled? No, right?
Nope.
It hasn't had a turn yet.
It has not had a turn where it was not frozen.
Okay, Barian's going to walk up to it, all like, some of the chat might get it. Anyways,
Okay.
and
He is
No
going to
idea.
hit it twice with his Shadow Blade.
You have advantage because you are flanking.
And I have advantage because
Yes.
it's dark.
Yeah, you got all of it.
Double advantage.
Double advantage!
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Guys, we'll come back next week after I power up.
We're going to have 3 in-between episodes before next week where we do backstory.
Okay. So that is a natural 20 and a 2 to hit.
The natural 20 will hit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And by the way, first attack, as always, is my green flame blade because
Okay.
I'm within range. So 1, 2, 3.
Hit the beholder as well. We can score a double kill.
32. That's 40. Yeah, 40. That is 46. That is. Okay. Alex, can you roll me a d6 and 3 d8?
Sure. $22.
Okay. And then can you roll me a d8?
1.
Okay. 9 fire damage
Okay.
and 68 magical damage.
Oh. Okay. So 77 damage becomes 39? Yes.
It would be 34.
No, that would be 68. It's 77, so 39.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Okay. So the creature is very close to bloodied.
We have done so much.
As
And Blade Song. Oh, no, I'm already Blade singing.
already in Blade Song. Okay. The Beholder is going to go ahead and take its pound of flesh. That's another 8.
What?
Is the Petrification Ray again. That is a failure, as it is now in the beginning stages of being petrified. That is a success against the Paralyzing Ray. And it is immune to the Fear Ray. As it begins once again to harden into stone.
Okay. So it's stone now.
No, it gets 2 saves against being petrified.
Right. Okay.
As that brings us to Bulwark.
I will. I have to make my immobilization at the end of my turn.
Yep.
So I'll make that. My turn's done. Okay, natural 1.
All right, Dre,
That's my turn.
you're up as Bulwark is trying to pull against the curse that roots him to the spot.
And you guys don't know, like, he's standing there and he's, like, not grappled or anything. He's just like,
Trying to lift his feet that refuse to obey his commands.
Dre. I'm gonna quip to my brother. Really useful robot you got there. And I'm going to rip out more of its essence.
Your voice comes out kind of like tingy, like hollow, like metallic almost.
really useful robot you got there.
No, more of like
robot
the
you
like.
got there.
Yeah, I can't do it, but you know, if somebody's speaking through like a metal tube or something.
Yeah.
From a
Really useful robot you got there. But more tinny.
Yeah, it sounds
Really
wrong.
useful
A little
robot you
creepy.
got there.
Yeah.
Listen, we would need a voice changer to do it. It's not something you can. I've never seen somebody do that voice.
Here, I'm gonna come get a metal tube.
Useful robot you got there.
Dre, roll to hit.
Oh, that is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, I do get sneak attack now because all my friends are here.
Yup.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
All but one. Oh wow. 1, 2, 1, 3. That is 9 points of necrotic damage on 46.
Jesus.
And
So
its strength is reduced by
4
another
points of damage.
4.
Another 4.
Oh boy, it is very close to death.
Because it's at 2.
Yeah.
As it's like withering
Yeah,
away before
you're
our
just-
eyes.
Whipping essence out of the thing. That brings us to its turn. As it is going to make an attack against each of you.
Oh no!
That's
Disadvantage.
going to-
Disadvantage.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to miss against the Death Lord. That's a 14
It's
to
technically
hit
a Death
Dre.
Tyrant.
Death Tyrant, thank you. That's 14 to hit Dre.
And it's got a minus 4.
Wow. And that is a 25 to hit Lorelei.
Why? It's like, look how weak it is. It
That's
can't
with its
possibly-
minus 4?
Yep.
What kind of bonus does it have? My God.
Higher than a 4. As Lorelei is grappled
Ah, for gosh sakes.
against Barian, that is a 12.
Yeah, no.
Against Bulwark, that is a 9.
That hits. He's grappled. Back in the game.
Fuck, you fucked me up. I didn't see the other roll now. And that's going to hit Kana, as that is 24 to hit her.
Us being grappled is actually worse for it. It should do something else.
All it's got is a one-trick pony. It is really good at its one trick.
It's all right at it.
Brings us to Kana, who is going to attack where it is grappling her. She has advantage, and that's an at 20.
Oh, hey, whoever's in the chat there, let's get a little cook crit. No, you know what I mean? Like, if you can throw like a
26.
something that would do a critical, I don't know.
That is 29 damage to it.
Give us a crit
On her
emoji. We
first
need a crit
attack.
emoji.
We need a crit emoji.
They used to
that'll
have
hit
one.
on the second one as well. 4. But that's only 7 damage on the second one. But it is well into bloodied at this point,
Wonderful.
as Lorelei is up and grappled currently. Oh, sorry, it also gets a saving throw against petrification, which it succeeds. And that is against the... that's a failure to escape the effects of the spell that the girl has on it with her blackened eyes. But no more petrification. So it still has disadvantage on attacks. Lorelei is up. Wait, he sent the same bleeding knife for our crit.
Good,
At
it works.
Pasta.
It works. It's
No, it's not. I
crit
guess.
fail. Crit.
I guess, yeah, it's bad for the enemies. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Little sus. Sus on blue.
I'm thinking like maybe a emoji that's different than failure. I think the cleaver one's a good failure emoji. We need like a positive like
That's what I'm saying.
firecracker.
The other
pop,
thing I'm
pop.
saying is, what the hell is Lorelei doing?
Hang on, I'm looking through emojis.
No! Do it when it's not your turn!
Hang on.
Like it's important work.
You
I
just,
think.
you just need those emojis. You're like,
Oh, wonderful! Runa's back.
I
Wonderful.
got that.
Okay. We will go to the girl's turn once again then.
Alright. Sorry. I'm
That
trying to get out
is
of this tentacle.
going to hit as a ghostly hand screeches over towards the creature.
Alright, I got a natural 1 on my spiritual weapon.
No, her turn's over.
That's alright. And that's a 4 to escape its grapple. Yeah, that's my turn.
Right. As Barian, you're up. This hand screaming and
Do I
clutching into the
notice
creature.
that I'm doing less damage than the people that hit the stony parts?
Yes, you fought this creature
Okay,
once
great.
before, so
Where's
you'd be the most
stony part
familiar with
nearest to me?
it. That would be the one on Kana directly beside
Okay,
you.
I'm slowly going. Oh no, she's right beside
She's
me.
directly beside
Okay,
you.
I'm
You are
just gonna, like-
shoulder to shoulder.
Turn from the stony part and be like, and I'm going to hit the stony part.
You're just after like hitting it as hard as you did and watching in frustration as your blow is kind of half absorbed in the liquid of it. You just
Yeah.
pivot, bring it down on the stone beside you.
I have a problem because now I have to one-up Clemens.
You do not have advantage on this because you are attacking the tendril.
I do because it's a Shadow Blade.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, but you don't have flanking for this.
Okay, it's an 18 and a 15, and then we have a 16 and a
Oh my god, 18, 15, 16, 16.
Those will hit.
That's disgusting.
That's a nice roll.
Okay, we will do damage for the burning blade first. So, let me. Okay, so that's going to be 3 fire damage.
Just give me the total.
Okay, uh, 18 damage for the first one,
Okay.
and then I'll do the second one.
That puts it into crippled. No, that's wrong. Is it? Yeah, that's wrong. It's not crippled. Sorry,
And
close.
16 damage for the second one.
Now it's crippled. As you slash down twice, your shadowy blade making a clamor against the stony portion of it wrapped around your companion.
Mm-hmm. You hear that, chat? Clamor.
Brings us to the Death Tyrant. 5 and a 6 on the first 2 eye rays. 5 is enervation.
Oh, that's cool. We haven't.
Necrotic damage. That is a failure on its saving throw, certainly. So that is 36 necrotic damage, which becomes 18 necrotic damage. And then a 6 is the telekinetic ray, which does nothing. And then a 6 again, which does nothing. Oh no, it rerolls multiples.
Yeah.
Only counts if it's inside. Or it's already slowed, so that does nothing. But the creature is definitely crippled at this point, as Bulwark is up.
Bulwark is going to just be like, look down at the thing and be like, new course. And then he's just going to hit the thing.
'Kay.
Recklessly.
Hang on, but the grapple missed.
Nope.
Pretty
That is
sure.
a 16 and a 17 to
For
hit.
what?
Oh, well, more than that.
It didn't grapple you, it missed you.
I thought it hit me.
Not at disadvantage, it missed.
No, for fuck's sakes.
Yep.
Okay, he's going to run
No.
over to a Barbarian, or what can he get to one?
You
of
have
them?
to
Wisdom
succeed on
saving
your
throw,
wisdom
please.
throw.
Oh, great. Never mind.
It's gonna stay where he is, likely.
Oh, that's a 13, so fail.
Dre, you're up. It's a good thing it's you and you still have another character who's useful. If this was your one character...
Oh, no, it is what it is. I love it. These creatures were designed specifically to mess up people like Bulwark.
Yep.
Yeah, as I just say, Bulwark, like, try and make an attack, and then go haywire and, try and attack nothing.
Swinging towards a tendril that's coming towards him, but it just splatters against the wall next to him and pulls back before he can get a clean blow on it. Dre,
Amazing.
depending on how this turn goes, could be the end.
I would like to, slice out its essence as it looks at me in fear.
Sure, whatever that means. Yeah. Absolutely, I'm all for it. Hello, Monkey Farm.
Monkey Farm.
Nice to meet you. Bad
Ooh.
Pasta gave us a nice Kirby emoji.
Ah, Kirby.
And,
That's our
yeah,
crit
Monkey
emoji.
Farm. Hello.
Kirby.
I
Kirby.
noticed you haven't
Kirby
followed
that
us
is.
yet. I understand it's a common mistake for newbies.
It's alright, it's alright.
Um,
All you gotta do is press that little heart button.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
And tell your mom about us.
Oh! Monkey Farm says, Runa! All caps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, she'll be playing. Hopefully, if we can get through this combat, she'll come into the thing.
She might actually.
So on that, whose turn is it?
Speaking of getting through this combat,
Dre.
that is a 26 to hit.
That will hit. Please just roll me the d4.
That's a 2.
That is enough. As you feel your clawed hand grab onto something as you reach into it, and you start pulling out, and you can see among the shadowy grip of your fingers some sort of essence glowing with blue light that you pull out and shatter in your grip,
I would like to
destroying the
eat
creature. Sure, yeah, you suck it within you, and there's just this blue traveling down the shadowy throat before fading into darkness as it reaches the stomach.
That's really good. You ever tried, like, the souls of your enemies before?
As that brings an end to combat, the young girl starts walking towards the group.
Or, like, composes herself? Like she meant to get hit?
You see the girl kind of pull calm over herself as well, the young features, the rage kind of bleeding out of them. As you get your first chance, not in the heat of combat, to take a good look at her. Short black hair, maybe just above her shoulders, brown eyes, a blue cloak pulled tight around her. Human by the looks of it, maybe 12 years old. Well, who are you lot? Although I'm not unthankful for your help.
People with a common enemy, it looks like.
We've had many disagreements with Hagren. What's his name?
Hagren.
Hagren.
What is his title?
With Hagren.
Is that the name?
What do you know him by?
I don't. This is my first meeting with him.
Yeah, I have no idea what the other thing was.
So, where... Wasn't there another one of you?
The bundled one?
Yeah, were you screaming for help? Hey, congratulations, you've been saved.
No, wasn't there two? I couldn't catch up to the Balhanoth. It got away.
Balhanoth?
The Balhanoth. I was unable to catch up to it.
How did you become involved with this? What happened?
Do
I
you
only came when my token's shown.
have 45 minutes to an hour?
Yes.
Okay, would you guys like to get a drink?
Well, I'm not old enough to drink at most bars.
Yeah, does Lorelei trust the 12-year-old?
Does she?
Well, what kind of a reading on her does she get?
Make me an insight check.
Okay.
I'm gonna take her to our special bar.
Full bar. Special bar.
Ooh, that's 2 4s. That's a 33.
Oh my goodness.
With the 33, she is not very difficult to read. It does not look like she is very adept at, like, concealing her emotions. Furious and dangerous is what you would get off her. There's, like, the furious is clear by her face. The dangerous is more of, like, this innate sense of something kind of bubbling beneath the surface. Anything that can summon a death tyrant with it is a dangerous element to anything they might join.
What's the name of our bar?
The bar, the Hammer and Grog, is the one you guys...
Why don't we go to the Hammer and Grog and have a chat?
I'm not usually allowed into such establishments.
Maybe we should go and find Wednesday.
Oh, good point. I'm gonna send
Hey,
Roscoe.
Bulwark.
Bulwark has failed 3 times. He is still standing there.
Hey,
I'll roll again.
well,
Yes?
hey, Bulwark.
Yes?
Can you go and find Wednesday?
Currently, I am unable to move.
I've noticed. But you know, our good friend, our
Failed
actual
again.
friend, might be in like danger, as she's currently kind of wasted and all by herself in the middle
I
of
can
the
feel
night
your
after
concern. I
curfew.
can see that you're not currently immobilized. I would love to help, but my current situation doesn't allow for that. As you can see.
Point out your uselessness in this situation before I go. I'm sure she won't be freaked out.
Do you like talking about things that have no relevance to the current situation that I'm in, as I've dictated 3 times?
I'm leaving. You can follow after me to continue this conversation if you'd like.
He succeeds.
Did he succeed?
Actually, no, so 18 minus 1. What's the thing I need to succeed?
You need a 19.
Oh, he fails.
I'll meet you guys at the grog. Wednesday.
Fails again.
I'm gonna run off
I
as
send
a shadow
Ross-
demon.
I send Roscoe out to find Wednesday and bring her back.
Okay.
I'm gonna find her first.
You can try.
Both of you make me perception checks or investigate checks, your choice. As the girl is going to look towards the Death Tyrant and Find somewhere to hide in the sky. Maybe the edge of the forest. I'll come find you.
17.
Don't kill anything that would annoy me.
Six.
Is it
17.
17? Okay. And a 6. Okay.
Wednesday.
Uh,
Wednesday.
oh.
Hi, guys.
Neither of you spot her.
Okay.
As the Death Tyrant floats into the air with a,
As you wish, mistress.
How about we find a
Like
park
that.
or something to hang out in for a minute?
sure, that works for me.
Okay, just give me a second. Damn. I'm going to try to help him get out.
Actually,
I can't do that.
Actually, here, if Lorelai goes stand next to him, he gets a +2.
okay.
I need a natural 20 to get out.
Oh! No, but you have a +2, which means you need a...
I have a +1.
She stands next
I would
to you.
need a 19 to get
Yeah.
out.
No, you have
No,
a
you
+1
need
to
a-
wisdom
Yeah,
saving
you need an
throws.
18. If
Yeah.
she's next to
You
you.
need a 17.
Okay.
No. Oh, he has a... No. What?
14.
He has a +1? As the...
I
Yeah.
have a +1.
+1 and then +2 from Lorelai.
9
Oh.
again. Well, it's still stuck.
Alright.
Here, Chad, I'm just going to roll some dice. Oh,
how
9
long-
again.
See how
Okay.
long
All right,
we're sitting?
put your
12.
put your predictions in chat. How
8.
many rolls?
8.
Taking
8.
bets! Taking all comers! Put your money on the
12.
dice!
12.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 for fun.
2. 10. 4.
Yeah, that's an 18.
10.
I got a 19.
14. 9.
You guys are cruel.
2.
Holy heck.
2.
Oh my god.
3. 4. 9.
You really like that bottom half of the dice.
15. 19!
Alright! As, like 2 minutes later, he eventually stumbles forward and, like, catches
2
himself.
minutes, you say. I would like to make 2 checks to unshadow myself.
Okay.
Hey, it's
Go
a
ahead.
79.
That would succeed as you'd feel this terrible sensation of speed, realizing it's not you that's feeling it, but your body as it suddenly swaps places with you and you find yourself standing in the street.
That man's power has unworldly, ungodly persistence and insidious. That may be the most powerful magic effect I've ever dealt with in my 1,300 years.
I'm sure that was very hard for you.
Well, if we're all free, should we wait for your companion or should we go to a place to talk?
I want to roll perception for...
I'm kind of worried he got lost. He's not great with directions.
Okay, how about a natural 20 on the perception from my owl? He's a beast. Beat that!
It could follow her back to the knot. It would find her
Okay.
not a large distance away from the knot.
He's gonna go and kind of like, woohoo!
She stops
that's-
and looks up. Oh,
And then he's gonna come down and like land on her shoulder.
Roscoe, you scared the...
And he's gonna kind of like pull her hair and like turn her head.
Ow!
No, whoo, whoo. And he's gonna kind of like get up and like fly a little bit over to like, he's like, whoo, whoo.
No, I think I should go wait at the knot.
Woo.
All right. She starts stumbling.
He walks over and lands on her
After-
shoulder again, and he just like puffs up.
It's a tough ride. She's like almost being knocked off by her, like barely making her way through the street.
Yeah, and he's like puffed up like a little ball, like head
Trey
tucked
got
down,
a
like
4 on perception.
As Trey, you eventually hear the clack of footsteps as Lorelai rounds the corner with your brother, your metallic friend.
Roscoe will look at you disdainfully.
No, Roscoe's nowhere near yet.
Oh, I thought he heard. Okay, never mind.
As you see the group come to find you.
Oh,
Alright.
good. You guys got lost too.
The
No,
young
s-
girl kind of grins, looks over at the rest of you.
Dre, I've realized that you need to say what you need to say to make yourself feel good. So you need to do that. That's okay. I can understand. That'll give you the time for you to take care of that.
Are we ready now? I can take us somewhere safe to talk.
I will turn you into a bucket.
We should wait for our other companion Wednesday.
Her name
Well,
is Wednesday.
I hate to tell you guys, but I think she's been like kidnapped as well.
And he's gonna
I-
kind of
I
talk
couldn't
over
find her
Dre a little
anywhere.
bit. And he's like, "We're an eclectic bunch."
Fine, we'll wait.
Okay.
As you guys wait the like couple minutes it takes for Wednesday to make her way over.
And then Dre
Wednesday!
will
Wednesday, you
s-
escaped! And he's gonna go and give her a big hug.
I escaped? What?
She like slumps into his arms and just gives herself over to him like all her weight.
As he
Oh,
comes
jeez.
near, Roscoe will give him a nip on the cheek by the ear, and then just like disdainfully look at your face as he's sitting there preening his collar.
I will fluff my pillow with you.
Oh.
And he just looks like he with his mouth open, like,
Ready to
Oh.
fight.
Oh.
Little owl-like hiss from your
Yeah, just
summoned
open beak.
companion.
If you try to reach for them, he will bite your finger.
Is that all of us?
That's everyone.
Very well. As she'll walk over to one of the walls and cast a spell as a door follows her hand to appear, just this arching doorway on it.
What spell is that?
What?
And he has a notebook. he's like, I saw the finger techniques, and I know some of the vowels and the intonations. What spell is that?
It's demiplane.
Oh. And he's like looking at the thing as he walks in.
She opens the door, and you guys would see a stone room, a 30-foot circular stone room, as she walks into and seats herself in one of the armchairs that's in it. Come in, all of you.
Right. Yeah, Lorelai sort of is a little nervous, but she'll
Who are we
try
fighting?
and Dre will follow after
I
her.
remember.
With very loopy Wednesday.
Yeah, just stumbling in, and you drop her into one of the couches that's in there, as it looks like a sitting
Nicely.
room.
Bulwarks, as he's walking, he's like, "Is this a demiplane?
Yes.
I remember using one of these as a fallback during the Vampire Wars.
You're old then.
One could say."
Well, can we talk now?
Yes.
What happened to Matilda?
She got grabbed by the Balhanoth. Are you familiar with that?
I saw that part, yes.
Okay. I tried to follow her. It teleported. I couldn't catch up to it. I don't have any magic that can...
And you're familiar with this Hagren creature?
A time or two. Did you hear about the great ape and what went in the forest?
The white-crowned ape king? What
Yes.
about it?
Well, the people that were trying to... the Underdark and the Driders were trying to basically usurp it.
Sorry, I've been away from Alokrin for
Okay.
a while.
I go through the thing when I tell her
Okay,
about
you-
the Underdark and what happened and the stuff that we went through.
Run her through.
Chad,
you
I will
guys'
go through it if you want me to, but I'm just... I explained to her...
Dre falls asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
You fall asleep. Wednesday is unconscious on your shoulder.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we fall asleep slumped against each other.
Yeah.
Roscoe is preening Wednesday. And the little... no, I explained the whole thing to her.
Okay. You explain how you guys rescued the white-crowned ape king from captivity.
And then all the stuff with Hagren and how he marked us for death. And does that help?
Well, tells me something. If it's the Underdark, then maybe there's a chance. We should go talk to the king.
Okay, I have a few questions for you.
Well, I'll answer as best I can.
Can I roll an Arcana or History to see if I know what she is? She is blue.
No, she's not.
No,
She's a human.
the other guy was blue.
So he was a blue elf?
He looked kind of elfish. in
Okay,
features.
she's a human.
Yes.
How did you come to such magical prowess at a young age of 12?
Talent, I suppose.
Are you with the college?
No.
Okay, good. Would you like to be with the college?
No, I
Because you could kick the shit out of Bran.
Yes, I'm familiar with Bran.
Okay, are you a fan?
No.
Okay, welcome to the club. Yeah, we could talk to
I
the
was
king.
a member of the college formerly, but I left.
Okay, I'm just Can we take a quick rest while we're doing this?
Yeah, you guys can take
Okay,
a
I
short
want to use
rest while
Arcane
you guys
Recovery and get a
talk.
third level spell slot back.
Well, probably be after the conversation that you guys do that.
Yeah.
So we'll finish the
and then
conversation.
I'll send a
do that.
message to the king.
We should talk to the king.
All right.
Where would they have taken her?
I have no idea. The Underdark, I suppose.
So
If they had taken anybody but Matilda, we could get them easily.
Why is she so special?
She's a Starborn.
okay.
Right. Yes, of course. Starborn.
If we're going to go to the king, not anybody just goes to the king. Do you know the king? What is your reasoning for wanting to go? I just don't want to show up and,
Well,
you know.
his daughter's been kidnapped.
It's his
I think
daughter?
He would like to know.
Matilda's his daughter?
Yes,
So
Princess Matilda
It-
von Ices.
And you're her sister,
Friend.
friend. And what's your name?
You can call me Nem.
No proper name?
Nem will do.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to the king.
Uh,
Like a sending.
do you have a spell slot for that?
I just
before
did
the
Arcane-
rest?
I just-
That's what I'm saying. Is the conversation will likely
Well,
end.
then I'll wait after we're done
Yes.
the rest. There's like, say we're having a conversation through the rest.
Yeah.
and- okay.
The king doesn't know me officially, although I wouldn't be surprised if he knows of me. I'm
Well,
not sure how friendly he'll be, depending on how much he knows about me.
I can get us. We can get us to meet him.
Well, I would rather not go if it can be avoided.
I don't. We don't know the whole situation here. What happened there? How did you end up in the same area we were at, with the king's daughter?
She is a good friend of mine, who I come to play with fairly regularly.
Okay, and the king
I
doesn't
left
know
her
that you
at-
play with his daughter.
I'm sure he knows something about it, but, well, we're adept enough at escaping his guard.
Here's the thing: if I show up without you, it puts all of a sudden. We've already had some dealings with things with the king, and a lot of things have happened. Another thing like this, all of a sudden, in rapid concession, starts to make us look very suspect.
Well, you can bring me up, but I don't know if I want to risk how he'll react. to
Okay,
me.
does he recognize Nim?
I have no idea what he knows about me.
Okay, so the 12-year-old human girl who is extremely efficient at magic and calls herself Nim.
Nem.
Nim, and she hangs out with your daughter frequently.
Yes.
Okay,
If I was
can
guessing...
I get you to write a statement saying, yes, Nim, I was with the group, and sign it?
I suppose.
Okay,
She pulls a sheet of parchment from her bag and writes on it,
I'll take it.
hands it to you.
Okay, all right, well, thank you.
I'm going to do some research on the Underdark.
Okay. I'm going to make a quick sketch and notes about the blue guy, what I remember about him and stuff.
Okay.
And then
Take some time to sketch that out.
I'm going to go...
When it's nearing the end of your rest, she looks over to you. You should probably leave. That door won't last much longer.
Okay. Where do you want to meet in the future? Well, I can send you a message anyways.
That works.
Okay. All right. I'll walk out.
You guys leave the demi-plane and close the door and sit down to finish your rest. As about a minute later, the door will vanish from the
Bulwark
wall.
Bulwark will bow to her and say, "Thank you for your magic."
You're welcome, I suppose. As you guys leave, the door just vanish, like somebody taking an eraser to lead, erases itself from the wall.
What time is it?
Past curfew at this point. It's a little after midnight.
I'm going to send the message to the king.
Okay.
What's his name? King Theracles?
Theracles von Ices.
King Theracles. Well, would he know who's sending the message?
If he recognizes your voice, that depends on how well he remembers your voice.
Okay. King Theracles, it's Barian. I have news of your daughter and developments about Hagren. We would like to have an audience, if possible,
Possible. Sorry, inconvenience, kind of thing.
You send the spell as the message is whisked away to his ears. The response would be immediate and fairly brief. Come immediately. The gate is open.
Okay.
Are all of you going to see the king, including the very drunk Wednesday?
I'll take her home.
Okay. Bulwark?
Yeah.
Yes? Could you please escort them? No problem.
Thank you. We always need a big, strong man.
Wednesday is mostly unconscious,
Yeah.
leaning against Dre at this point.
So it's me, Dre, and Kena.
Right, come along, dear.
Kena, do you want to come or do you want to go back with them?
I'm kind of tired.
Okay. Here, watch Roscoe.
Okay.
She attempts to take Roscoe and he's like,
She just grabs him by the legs, just deft.
he's like,
She's just holding him out, puts him on his back as he instinct takes over and he calms.
okay. Roscoe in my head's like, bitch.
He starts walking away with him and just stroking his belly as she walks with him, just held on her hand. She is very used to dealing with forest creatures.
Yeah.
So, as you guys walk,
Hold on, I have to.
you guys would find yourself stopped at the gate of the inner run. The guards, noticing you, hey, it's after curfew.
Hello?
What are you doing about?
Hello?
We all have you know
Yes, I
we
can't talk
have
right now.
orders on the
Okay,
king's
I'll be done at
behalf.
10
We
o'clock.
need to see him immediately.
Sure you do.
Say, still a little tipsy.
You and every other drunk after curfew.
No.
Somebody get
no, I mean
manacles.
it.
As you
I
guys would
really-
hear the sounds of hoofbeats coming from behind as a half-cloaked captain practically throws himself off his horse, looks over, looks at the guard. That's them. Let them through. And he's, what? They have to see the king. He's like, I'll be damned. As he backs out of the way.
I'm just gonna look at him.
As he's carrying two horses behind him. As he'll take the horses and ride.
Okay, I will hop on one. I'm gonna look at my brother and be like, we'll go on one. And I'll offer the saddle up to my brother to go behind me. The other horse, hold on, can you roll a d20?
Sure. 16.
Okay, the other horse is just skeptically looking at Dre.
These are very well trained horses. They would you could be a very poor rider and still ride these horses.
Yeah, not saying he's gonna like it.
But you pull your brother up in his storied history with horses. As you guys ride hard, the guard will jump on the extra one and follow after you with the other one in tow. Mm-hmm. The rest of you return to the knot. As you guys enter, you would find an unfamiliar figure asleep on your guys' couch. Runa, do you want to describe your character?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can. She is a 5'4" dragonborn with grayish skin. She has black hair with purple ends. Her name's Yaikzal. The K is silent.
Yaikzal?
Yaikzal, and she has a
Yaikzal.
lot of
Fantasy.
scars.
A lot of scars, okay?
A lot of scars. One of her eyes, she's blind in one eye.
What's her race again, sorry?
She looks worn. She looks worn.
Dragonborn.
Yeah. She looks worn.
As you would see that sleeping dragonborn upon your couch there.
I would usher everyone to get them to stay quiet.
Isn't this a breach of house policy?
Shut up.
As that one barrack had said?
Shut up.
Okay. Is this a new thing that I'm not understanding about this? Do you guys have a book of rules?
I'm going to... Okay. I'm going to use my second channel divinity to regain a second level spell slot.
Okay.
Then, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts targeting the sleeping dragonborn.
Okay.
By the way, what does it do on a sleeping person?
You would just whatever they're dreaming about.
What are you dreaming about?
Peanut butter.
Blood.
Alright, that's not disturbing at all.
Probably a dream of like a bloody arena battle where she's just ragging on some rich-looking elf.
She hates the rich, by the way.
Actually, it'd probably be
a little
human,
better.
given the town.
I'm going to then cast Thaumaturgy and slap her across the face at the same time.
Oh my god.
So as you wake to, like, glowing eyes and a voice in your mind. Who the fuck are you?
As Yaikzal, your eyes flash open and you find yourself staring into human, right?
Yep, or
Human-
half-elf, but looks human.
Yeah, a human-looking woman, glowing eyes, staring down at you menacingly. You were brought here by Barrick, and told you could rest here and meet the rest of the group in the morning, as they seem to be out.
I was sleeping. I was asleep. What is this?
That was obvious.
Uh-huh. Why am I awake?
You can't be here.
Can you not feel your cheek? Do you have some type of disease that causes you to have a very high pain tolerance?
The only disease we have here is ignorance. I was passed out. So I am meant to be here. Little do any of you know. And we were supposed to meet in the morning. But now it is... What time is it?
It's like 12:30 and 1.
And like at night?
Yeah, PM.
Now it is midnight.
Oh, AM.
And now it is midnight. And I am awake. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, if Barrick brought you here, I'm sure it's good reason. She says, reading your mind.
Oh, you spoke with Barrick?
Yes.
Oh, so then she is good based on the house rules.
I
House-
don't know.
House rules?
They have a weird thing about people coming here.
Yeah, the primary one is no strangers.
I think
Well,
there's an
we've
alpha male in this house named Barrick, and he makes the decisions of, I believe, what would be considered a type of pack to decide who stays in this den. What do you humans call your living quarters?
Well, why are you a wolf now?
I'm not a wolf. I'm
You're,
a warforged.
were you given like a wolf braid when you were made?
I don't know. Some of you seem to be a little different. I know in other cities they call them houses or domiciles. What do you call them?
A building.
I know what the dwarves and elves call them.
This sounds like a conversation for the morning.
Yeah. Before I go back to sleep, before I was really awake, and I am Yaikzal.
Right? Yeah, I know.
All you need to know until the morning.
Sure. I am going to probe deeper.
Okay.
I don't think that needs more context.
She needs to make a saving throw, I believe.
Yes. Wisdom saving throw. Which
Yaikzal,
I don't
please
have
make me a wisdom
enough to give
save.
you disadvantage on. So.
Probing.
Oh, wait, we took a short rest. Yeah, you have disadvantage on it.
This is where you roll a d20.
You roll on that check for us?
Yep. Yep. Yep, I did.
Thanks.
14.
Did you add your wisdom bonus for your saving throw?
15.
So you should have a section that says saving throws, and it'll have the bonus for each, because you might be proficient in it as a monk.
Ooh.
You are
okay.
not.
Not? Okay.
Yeah, 15. Oh.
Now, he gave you disadvantage, which means you roll twice and keep the lower.
Okay.
Roll a girl.
I got 9 then.
9.
9.
All right. As you feel something push into your mind and begin to sift through your memories, all right, what is the effects of this exactly?
It's a little, if it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. And then
Yeah.
that's if it fails.
I don't think they know that it happens too.
They do, yeah. Either
And
way,
they do,
know.
regardless of whether they succeed.
okay.
Fail. So you would, digging deeper, be able to see a recent memory of her being inducted by Barrick into the Jacks, being brought here, and told to meet the group in the morning when they discovered you all not at home.
Oh no. All the doors are shut, aren't they?
Barrick is able to get in.
No, but we inducted a new member.
Oh, yes.
Damn it! We need to stop making new characters.
All of the progress.
Yeah. Well, we'll just say, yeah, that's good for tonight.
Does
It
Yaikzal
is good.
react to somebody pilfering through her brain?
She's too tired to deal with it.
Just annoyance
nothing
and
to hide.
slumps
She's
back
not-
on the couch.
Yeah, she's just like, whatever. I'll
Good
yell at
night.
you tomorrow.
Snort and hits the pillow.
Good night, Yaikzal.
All right, we are going to take a 5-10 minute break there, folks, because it is 8 o'clock. So we will be back shortly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Whoa!
Hello.
Hi there.
We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
Vat Pasta said hi, guys and girls and non-binary pals. Hello, Vat Pasta.
You forgot
It's
squirrels.
it's
I'm offended.
non-binary pearls. If you say
Alright.
girls.
Just because
No,
I'm a
wait,
clam doesn't mean I have to have a pearl.
If they're non-binary, they wouldn't be girls. They're non-binary.
Yeah, pearls.
Well, actually,
Anyways,
It needs to rhyme.
No.
uh,
No.
okay.
absolutely not. Carrying
The
on.
only conformity here is to the rhyme scheme.
So we left with the party, meeting for the first time Yaikzal. Apparently, judging from some mind reading that was forced upon her, the newest member of the Hooded Jacks.
Forced is a stretch.
Also, I should mention to you that the Hooded Jacks, the organization you've joined, each take a card from the deck of cards to represent them, usually a face card, and you should choose one that to represent you that is not already in use currently. The ones in use are the Jack of Diamonds, the Jack of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Hearts, and the King of Hearts.
Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades.
Ooh.
If you were a hairstylist, you could call yourself the Queen of Fades.
Never speak to me or my son.
Yo.
What did she say?
Never speak to me or my son ever again.
Me or my son. Okay. His name's Hunter.
He's in the background. Never speak to him again.
Okay. Are we Bulwark? Would just go in the corner by the door and kind of clunk.
Yeah, we're actually going to skip over to the other group, as this group is likely going to bed, and we will go over
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the
Canyon
king.
Narrow.
Wrong game.
I know.
As you guys ride through the fully open gates of the palace grounds.
I'm like whispering in my head to Trey. I'm like, this is the warmest reception we've ever got coming here.
I know, I'm a little freaked.
Me as well. Well, it is his daughter.
As you guys
Apparently.
leap off from the horse, yes, just that's the noise it makes. As the doors to the palace are swung open and a servant is motioning you guys through, and will lead the way at a jog.
I am
towards-
walking forward at a jog. Hand on sword.
I am running forward at a crawl.
You guys both run forward at a jog, crawl, walk, and arrive. And the door is thrown open. No announcer there. You guys are just ushered through into the throne room, where you would see the king standing pacing in front of the throne. The queen sitting, her attention seemingly captured by one of the stained glass windows, letting in the moonlight.
Okay.
And you would see a woman you have not seen before in resplendent silver armor, some sort of like metal backpack strapped to her, a griffin standing at her side, waiting on the edge of the dais to the throne, and a number of other seemingly high-ranking half-cloaks scattered about the room.
I will do the quick bow when I get to the thing.
Stand.
Okay.
You said you had news about my daughter.
Dre, cut in if I miss anything, okay?
Will do.
So, we were walking back from the bar.
It was actually a really exciting night. So first, what happened? Well, and I will start to tell them about our experience at the bar.
The details, please, about my daughter.
She got captured by a Balhanoth who was working for Hagren, who was also with a bluish man. I'm not sure. It looked like an elf, some type of wizard. He was able to reverse gravity. And Nim was there. The small girl, or Nem. Nem was there. She didn't want to come here because she was worried about what you'd say, but she's the one that comes and hangs out with your daughter. She's 12. She's an incredibly powerful magician.
So she's the one who spirits her away from the palace.
Possibly, yes.
We can neither confirm nor deny those rumors.
But what's his daughter's name?
And I nod slowly.
Mel. What's his daughter's name?
Matilda.
Matilda got away with the Balhanoth. I was unable to track it. I wasn't fast enough.
Well, it seems the seer was right.
Cheated.
You will have a part to play in all of this. Hagren visited, but 20 minutes ago, to let us know of his new bargaining chip.
Yeah.
Seems he intends to keep my daughter as a political prisoner, to keep our cooperation. He told me to pass on his regards to the two of you. Wasn't sure what he meant, but now I understand.
Oh, he thought of us.
Yes, he looked quite smug while saying it.
I'm gonna touch Dre's forearm and just be like, I'm sorry that the things that have been happening around that we've had a hand in has caused this.
I'm gonna lean over. Why are you touching my forearm?
I'm just gonna...
You can speak to him in your head if you want. It doesn't have to be out loud.
I'm like, I'm getting you to stop talking. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's the nicest way of saying shut up.
So I'm just gonna apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry that the things that we've had in the city have caused your daughter to be taken.
I think it has less to do with you and more to do with the plans of the undercourts.
Well, I'm about done with this Hagren fellow.
Yeah, we stopped him once. We can do it again.
We could try and get your daughter back.
I would
When
rather...
I say we, I mean like the royal we, like all of us, not just...
I touch his forearm again.
I do not have any confidence of marching upon the Underdark before they can do something untowards to my helpless daughter.
Okay.
That's true. We might need to see if we can get her out of there first.
I mind poke him telepathically.
Can you a sharp
I
nudge
was
against-
agreeing with him.
Can you be sympathetic?
And this...
I'm very sorry your daughter has been kidnapped.
Nem figure. I remember her. She served under Sirac, his pet slave.
I've noticed some things are different about this mage tower.
Does she know anything?
She said she didn't know a lot. She just told us that we should speak to you.
I hate to impose upon you, but we are not well prepared to deal with this sort of thing. Could I charge you with doing what you can to bring back my daughter? I do not wish to have to capitulate to the demands of the Undercourts now that they've proven they're willing to bear their fangs when necessary. I, for my part, will play as nice with them as I can.
Okay. Yeah.
We will not negotiate with sub-terrorists.
I think you actually said it that way.
Out of character, I am taking a bottle of aspirin with a bottle of vodka.
I would like a bottle of paint thinner.
Okay. I would ask him. I'm like, for sure. If need be, and we found, would you be willing to support and fund the expedition?
I will put you on retainer quietly
Okay.
under the crown.
Okay.
What sort of stipend do you require?
I'm not sure, but probably things that help us get places we shouldn't be without people noticing.
Being a wizard is very expensive.
Does 2,000 gold each a month suffice?
I look over Dre. I'm like,
It might.
yes.
We'll see what we can do with that to start.
Very well.
Thank you.
I shall arrange for it.
Okay, cool. I look at. I just give the queen and I anything that you would like.
She's still
Answer.
just seems distracted by the window.
Okay.
She turns towards you as you comment towards her. You're struck by her beauty once again, as she does.
Sorry. Continue.
The off-tune angels.
Bow chicka wow wow diddle dipper dipper. So I just like anything you'd like to contribute or any answers you would
Okay.
have questions about.
Be certain they don't hurt my daughter, whatever you do.
Do you have? Oh, I don't know if I have that spell. No, I can't locate. No, it wouldn't work. What could help
is
is, do you have a piece of her clothing or maybe some hair from a pillow?
He looks over towards the servant waiting by the door and waves his hand towards him, and you see them turn and run off.
I only ask for that as I may be able to locate her magically.
I understand.
Okay.
Should be no problem. I would give you my symbol, but I think it's best that we keep it quiet that you're working for me.
Okay. Well, if anyone gives me a hard time, I'll just send you a message. Same thing I did with your son.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Ideally, I don't seem to be very good at that.
What about my son?
Oh,
It's really nothing.
just run afoul of a noble and wanted to resolve it in a way that didn't end up with
All of them
bloodshed.
dead.
Well, if he helped you with that, he's done well.
He's not all bad, I don't think.
No, he's not.
I think people just have a dim view of him. I don't think they...
Do they?
Well, obviously there's some. I feel like some people have dim view of everybody.
Well,
I just
privileges of royalty.
feel maybe sometimes he's unfairly portrayed.
By whom?
Well, just general population, some people in different areas.
I didn't know his reputation had fallen to that point.
Am I maybe talking incorrectly about the prince?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Plainly, yeah. Yeah, no, he does not carry a bad reputation.
Sorry, I meant to be like some of the nobles are very uncouth to work with.
I touch your forearm.
Yeah, I just like
Look, I know he's beating you in Fade Shadow Legends,
Yeah.
but
so I'm just Fade Shadow Legends.
I didn't know he'd taken up the game.
he's very good.
It's a rage. That's a new
They
thing.
call him the Legend 26.
Yeah. I just
Really?
some of the nobles can be difficult to deal with.
Yes, they can, which is why I threw out most of them when I took power, but
Yeah.
I can only do so much.
True.
They're like little bugs.
So we'd probably talk with them and
Yeah, you guys would chat. He would give you guys your first payment. He would also have some hair brought from the princess's hairbrush and furnish you both with it. As you
Okay.
both gain 2,000 gold.
And then I would ask him, do you have a court wizard or someone that I
Bran, yes.
could... Wonderful. Do you have someone that would be willing to work with me to if I needed a certain spell that would help me find your daughter?
The queen looks over from the window, her own for the first time. Bran will cooperate with you.
Can I get that in writing? I just say kind of jokingly as I look at her.
She keeps an impassive face. It will not be required in writing.
Okay.
And the king looks at her like a little surprised at this, but says nothing.
He's like, "What? Really?" Like, okay, that's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
As she turns back to her gazing out the stained glass window. Well then, if there's nothing else, I will return you to your evening. The guards will know not to stop you despite it being after curfew.
Okay. Dre?
Varian.
You got anything? Any concerns? Anything you want to bring up?
So the other day, I noticed there was like a pothole. One of the potholes on the street was a little bit misaligned.
I am slowly turning away and walking towards the door.
Just thought I would let you know. Okay, bye.
The eyes of the king turn sharp. I don't want my hospitality to be misplaced for weakness. My daughter is at issue here.
Right, of course.
I'm glad we're both clear. Thank you. You are dismissed.
Mental forearm touch.
Back out of the room a little sheepishly.
As you guys beat a hasty retreat from the palace after that.
Okay.
Do you guys talk outside the palace or return first to the knot?
I would probably... Well, we talked telepathically outside the palace.
On our way back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the king seems a little touchy about the pothole situation. Don't bring that up to him again.
I concur.
Like, look, there's one. There isn't a pothole over that manhole.
How about we don't
over
talk
there.
about potholes for 3 months? At the 3-month point, we'll reassess the pothole situation.
If you agree not to talk about nerdy magic uselessness,
I don't need to talk to you about it.
great.
Okay, so we need to think how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
We should probably call Barrack in
Do
the morning.
you have anything you could do?
I could use your hand.
Oh? In marriage?
No.
That way you're okay. Just.
Oh, in marriage, and I'm gonna like
phrasing,
grab his
that'd be-
hand and like try to kiss him on the cheek. Oh, sweetheart.
There is just a force that doesn't let you.
Which force? Your hand that can block 10.
My hand.
That can block 10 pounds.
Yeah. Are you pushing harder than 10 pounds of force into your
If I
face?
feel your hand. All
Then
right,
it's gonna go like into your nose.
come on, you goof. Let's go.
As about this point, you guys would open the door to the knot and see an unfamiliar figure sleeping on your couch.
Oh, Dre, you
wrong
did
with
it
me?
again. You brought 2.
No, I told you we don't need a replacement to the robot.
I didn't bring one.
Well, why is there a? I draw my sword.
I also draw my sword.
As you guys see your mechanical friend standing impassively in the corner, looking at both of you with your swords drawn.
She was qualified by Barrack. As
Oh, you
per
hear
house
the loud
rules.
snore.
Well, I guess if we all get one, right?
Is K not
No.
passed out?
Kenna would be in her room.
Who's left?
Just
Lorelai would be
on the
like
floor.
in the corner in her rat's nest, pretending to sleep.
Dre, I'm going to bed. I'm going to call Barrack in the morning, and we will talk about this. Good night.
Okay.
All right.
Why are all the damn doors shut?
Another snore.
As you guys make your way to your room, once again
Right
unlatching
before
the
I
hidden
go into my
doorway.
room, I turn around suddenly to see if she's looking at me.
Lorelai startles a little bit.
Can we hypothetically that we unlocked what we found so far, kind of thing?
Oh yeah, you guys can unlock. Like the hidden room is just a latch.
No, but I mean like the house. Like just get back to where we were, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I go to bed.
Okay, the two of you find your rest, sleeping, despite your elven selves. Dre, you would notice that connection you've always been able to feel between you and that shadowy self of yours is no longer there.
Oh.
And you hear a familiar voice creep into your dreams that evening. Well, how was your test drive?
My what? Of what?
Well, you've been
Who?
playing around with the power I granted you. Of course, there's more, but you need to earn it to continue using my gifts.
Well, I didn't even mean to use it that time. That's totally unfair.
Awkward pause.
It is pretty cool.
Well, if you wish for another infusion of such power, merely let me play a bit in some of your games.
Like dice?
Much like it, yes, but more interesting.
All right.
In fact, they may
Yeah,
even
it
be
is.
involved.
That's like that's too meta for me.
They could be saying, hey, let me interfere with your entire life. Oh, like dice?
Danny,
Sure.
you're shaking the table.
All right.
So you would
Well,
become aware at
keep
this
it in
point
mind.
of the, I don't know if you can read the text part of it, but...
I did, yeah.
Yes. So in order to regain the uses of this ability, you must spend a spell slot to allow Arbiter to impose a rule at the beginning of an encounter with an enemy. And that allows you to gain 1d2 uses of this ability.
I thought it was a D12.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I guess the D2 kind of makes more sense.
Yep.
But I would campaign for a D12.
Sure. Yeah. If it's a 6 or below, it's 1. And if it's a 7 or above, it's 2.
Right. Seems fair. Seems fair.
You can use a d12 if you want. It's 1 or
Okay.
2. Binary. So, the house awakens, each at their own time the next morning, as you guys all find yourselves awake. And as you come awake kind of late in the morning, Wednesday stumbling her way into your room, she's like trying to light the fire. Like eyes closed while she does it.
How you holding up?
Shh.
You must be pretty out of it. You didn't even notice the dragonborn on the couch.
What? There's a what? And she like gets up and like stumbles to the door of your guys' hidden room. Looks at, who are you?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
As you're speaking currently with a rather pretty, short girl with curling red hair coming down just past her shoulders, freckles across the face, fairly simple garb across her.
Okay. I am Yaikzal.
Yeah,
And must I say, your hair looks like blood.
gotta say, I've never gotten that one before.
It's a compliment.
I'm Wednesday. I take
Hello,
it
Wednesday.
you belong here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
This is later's problem. Does
Yeah.
does steak and eggs work for breakfast for you?
Of course.
I'll do my best. She like
Yeah, what?
turns back.
How about here? You know what? You lay down in my bed. I'll make the food.
She shudders. No, that's alright.
You've been teaching me. Gotta give me this chance to prove myself.
No, I don't.
No.
Listen, my stomach's not doing well already. I don't feel like testing it. Just thinking about the raw steak is already doing a number on me.
Wasn't that bad? There were some.
Your
Like-
chopped veggies are just fine,
I'm gonna walk into the room.
but that's
Thank
the end
you.
of it. It's your room. You'd be in there
Oh,
already.
I'm just gonna fire both the fire.
Just aggressively, like, as the tinder gets like...
Wednesday,
Ha!
go have a sleep. I'm gonna go over and like.
No, I'm cooking. It none of you can cook worth a damn.
Okay, here's a tea for you.
Thank you.
And I would can I do anything for headache, like any like medical or like using like a medicine kit and like alchemical stuff? Can I
Not
put
really. She's earned her hangover. As she takes to slowly getting the fire stoked and getting some coals ready to cook some steaks on,
Okay.
making some eggs while she waits.
I'm going to like walk into the other room. I'm like,
As you'd see Barrick sitting on one of the couches. Morning, sleepyhead.
we didn't do it. It might have been Kana. We haven't found out yet.
Dre, what did you do?
What? As I'm like watching Wednesday very carefully.
Dre's still a suspect. He could have brought her as well. I haven't ruled him out.
Brought who? Oh,
Her.
Lord. Oh, yes, that's why I'm here. This is Yaikzal. She's the newest member of the Jacks.
You
Queen of
broke the
Spades.
rule? We didn't talk about anything.
I broke the rule by recruiting someone to my crew.
I noticed the doors were all latched again.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull over a chair. Like,
I expected you to be home. I didn't know you were out drinking.
we have some updates that we should talk about after we talk about her.
All right, well, Yaikzal, meet Barian. Dre, get over here.
Alright, Wednesday, do not touch anything hot. As I come out.
Dre. She just like sinks her head back.
Roscoe would flutter in and land on her shoulder.
Shh.
He's like, "Woo," and just
Not
pops.
right now. Sorry, Roscoe.
I poke my head out.
Him off. No, come in properly. This
I walk out.
is Barian's brother, Evandrail, our boxman.
Hi.
I
This
prefer
is-
Boxman.
Sure,
You're
whatever
the
you
boss?
want. This is Yaikzal. She's our new member.
What is she?
What do you do?
Things and stuff.
I look at Barrick with an eyebrow up.
She's quiet, she's good at getting into places, and she's got a decent head on her shoulders, which is
That's
hard to
my
say
thing.
about most of the crew.
Oh.
All right.
No, that's my thing. I'm the sound mind.
I'm just drinking my tea. I'm just like,
Oh,
Lorelai chuckles in the corner.
Dre,
But she's
Dre.
he said sound mind, right? I just want to make sure I heard correctly.
We
I'm
Moving on
telepathically
to-
laughing.
other conversation. We released that drow assassin. Interrogation did little. Quiet bunch. Creepy as well. Kept telling us how we were going to torture him next before we did it.
Oh, that would be
yeah,
that.
was they like
that's-
into it?
No, it's that. Remember that foresight ability?
Yeah, I know. I'm just curious, like, why would he want to see the future if it's painful?
To unnerve us mostly, I would think.
No. Did it?
Yes.
Well,
Oh.
Yaikzal,
Yep.
my name's Barian. Nice to meet you. I'll shake your hand. So,
Nice. I awkwardly put my hand next to hers. I don't want to shake a hand.
uh,
Nice to meet you too.
I grab your forearm then. How'd-
Barrel, was it?
Barian. You can call me.
I like
Barrel.
barrel.
So we have box and barrel.
No, Barrel's the name of Kana's tutor.
Oh, it is.
What's it?
So Kana, I pointed her.
Hi.
We found her in the forest.
Oh, right. She was behind. This is Kana, the other member of our crew. Kana, Yaikzal. Hi.
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 I'm gonna poke Kana on the ribs.
Ow.
Hey,
Hi.
not right now.
Hey,
No.
Hi.
leave her alone. We're having a conversation.
So she'll do this until you stop. So, and
I'll
Kate,
do it until she stops.
you can't. Physically impossible. I've tried.
Looking over
I once fell asleep saying hi.
to describe Kana to you, she is an elven woman. Looks to be in her late 20s by human standards, and is positively the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. She
Damn.
speaks like a child.
Not so down.
So,
Significantly less damn.
Really less down.
it's like, yeah,
Damn.
maybe damn, like prison damn. Anyways, so Yaikzal, can you tell us about yourself? Why did Barrack think you? Were you already part of the guild, or how did you even? Did you get the
Yeah,
lightning
who-
barrel?
Pardon?
Did you?
Yes, he's talking about the test to join the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Which is one you would pass. It
So you-
involves going and stealing a barrel of lightning brand whiskey from a proprietor.
So you're part of the guild?
Yep.
What did you do? You
They
look
didn't
like
like it when I drank the whiskey.
yeah.
If not, if
You're
that's
not
true.
supposed to do that. That's like
Were you a fighter? Because it looks like you've been put in a potato sack and beaten with hammers.
that is
This
rude.
is such a nice
Variant.
I'm just saying, look at the scars. You remind me of
Yeah.
That
That's
could be
not
anything.
very polite, Barian.
sorry, it was an observation. You're a
Came here
beautiful.
for a good time. Honestly, feeling really attacked right now.
I'm so sorry. This is a safe space.
We've been tricked.
Oh,
Well, it's actually not. We've been attacked here multiple times.
I've been
Oh.
shot in the chest multiple times by crossbow bolts. And I look at I show like the pile of them on the table over there. Those aren't just
did
mine.
you name them?
What?
Did you name each wound?
No, it's not something I should.
Do
I
you do that?
Yeah. This one's Sarah.
Oh god, there's so many.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm gonna go into an update Barrack and her on like what happened with Hagren and Matilda and the king and what we're doing for him.
You have talent.
Thank you.
Look, it wasn't all our
Nope,
fault.
It was not serious. How do you always put yourself in the most trouble unfailingly?
Look,
Why?
Sound mind.
Why were you talking about potholes?
I
That
He
was.
asked if I had the concerns. It's been on my mind for a while.
I'm not sure that was an appropriate moment in front of the literal most powerful man this side of the continent.
Yep, Barrack, you know what I mean?
Exactly. If anyone could solve the problem, it's him.
I wanted to let Dre have a moment of his own. I pulled back and I let him have it, and that's what came of it.
Well, there was your first mistake.
Yeah, well, when we have nice shiny potholes all over town, you know who to thank.
The king.
Well, yeah, but me, because I brought it up to him. He would have been too concerned about, like, his kidnapped daughter to...
Wait, you want
think
him
about
to
the
add
potholes.
potholes to the town?
No, well... It's the covering of them.
Oh.
I think it'd be more
I'd say don't
prudent to
bring it
fill
up
them.
again, or else you might become a pothole in the town.
Anyways, have you met someone named Nem?
No, although she interests me.
Well, she was
She's
small
12.
and young,
Wish DeGray was here.
and sometimes she makes. I feel like she could kick Brand's ass.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
that that's a
yeah, it
great
was a
feat.
very
She
scary time last night.
had a subservient death tyrant.
She
I'm not
she
familiar
just
with
told
that
something
creature.
to die, and it did.
Was it a death tyrant?
Yes.
I kind of tell him gigantic eye thing, very powerful undead creature, shoots
Sounds
eye
like
beams.
a beholder.
Is it a
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
it's an
dead.
undead
It was like a
beholder.
skull.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So a death tyrant is just a more powerful undead beholder.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And she used. Can I roll an Arcana, and let me know if I would have recognized the other spell,
Didn't
Which
you
one?
already?
the point one.
I had you roll for that one, and you got a 2.
Oh. Did I roll? Oh yeah. Yeah, and then and I don't know what kind of death spell she used, but she pointed at it, and something
she
died.
She just told it to die, and it did.
Yes.
That's more terrifying.
So
Magic is dumb. Like, what's the point of learning to do anything if you can just go like, I'm a magic or...
but I'm thinking we can enlist her to help us retrieve Matilda.
You can take a D12 inspiration for that.
Look, sometimes that's how it works, Dre. It may look to you a non-magic pleb.
Call me a pleb one more time, bucko.
Pleb.
I punched him in the face.
I cast hold person.
God damn it, no. You're proving your point.
And I do nothing.
Barian will throw a dagger-like glare at the two of you.
Barrack.
That is 17. You can't hold me. Get punched, fool.
If the two of you could calm yourselves...
Okay.
Hang on. I gotta roll to attack before I calm myself. Oh, that's a 19 to hit?
That is a 19 to hit you as well.
You would miss.
You burn a shield.
No, I don't even actually burn a shield.
Yeah, you do. You have a 15 AC normally.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I actually do burn a shield because I'm not blade dancing.
So you cast a spell, your wand coming up, stopping his fist before it can strike you, just at the edge of it. Some force between the two of you, as Barrack slugs your brother. Enough!
See? Look how effective that was.
Barrel, Fox, stop fighting.
Okay.
Thank you,
It's literally the
Yaikzal.
name you've given me.
All right. All right.
Also, I think we should introduce the other two in the room. They are not members of our group, but they have found themselves among us nonetheless. You hear a distinct sour note come to his voice at this point.
My name. Lorelei. My name is Bulwark.
Why don't you guys describe all your characters to her so she knows what she's dealing with?
Okay. So, are you going first, Dre, or me?
God, what does Dre look like again? Hang on.
We
Actually,
have a
wrote this
token
down
for him.
earlier.
You could literally just
Okay.
zoom in.
I'll go while he's thinking.
Yeah, just zoom in on his... Okay, no, hang on. I found it.
Oh, we can also
so
replace
it's like-
Barian's token now.
So my
Yeah,
token
so
is
it's
a little
like-
bit
he's
different than
a-
what I look
like-
like, but the hair
Yeah,
is
he's
brown
a
instead of black.
young elf, like early 20s ish looking. Blonde hair with like weird purple, pink, cool eyes. Little bit like is not out of shape. He's sort of like dressed casually. It was sort of in a way that could blend in with like people in a crowd, Assassin's Creed style, or could hide in the shadows, Assassin's Creed style. You know?
As you should. As you should.
Or could totally stand out, Assassin's Creed style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the white robe across Assassin's Creed style?
Look at the only man with that group of hookers dressed in white.
The rest of them are in like red and black, and he's like,
He blends
"We're going
in
to a
fine.
Hey.
Sorry, continue. I'll stop interrupting, maybe.
And then so that's Dre. His hair is a little bit ragged, kind of like someone just slashed it off with a dagger. Don't ask him about it. He's bitter.
Mulan style.
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of like someone did like one of those like flat squire cuts. Just like grab the whole thing, chopped it off so it hangs like, closely at his ears and by his chin. And then somebody kind of like tried to make it look better.
Okay. With the same knife.
Yeah, he looks like he has a shitty bob.
Yeah. Like a bowl cut without the bowl. Like and then Lorelei, who you met last night, is a half elf woman, but she like pretty well conceals the fact that there's any elf blood in her at all. She's a little stocky. She's has like her her token, sort of red hair, sort of shorn on one side. Around her eyes are these like birthmark tattoo looking things of like these intricate runic looking sigils around her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's dressed pretty plainly. Just
Okay.
yeah, normal people stuff.
All right, Danny, take it away.
What color? My hair's supposed to be black. Is it black or white thing?
Black or brown.
Okay.
Pretty
Anyways,
interesting.
my hair's black and it's short, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have short
I
black
actually.
hair.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the token yet. Let's
Oh, look at that V-neck,
let's put the brothers side by side
that deep V.
and
V?
the bless and stuff off.
Yeah, and I have a tiger tattoo on my chest, and it looks like it's kind of like coming out of my skin, but like almost like ripping out of like a little bit of magical stuff around
You can
it.
also see that on the token.
I have
Love it.
short black
Ooh.
hair, like well kept, blue eyes, and I don't know what clothes I'm wearing on the token. Whatever clothes I'm wearing on the token.
He's wearing a blue like
Yeah.
jacket over a white shirt
Yeah.
with like a button up
Fancy
the middle and a
buttons.
nice collar and a lapel on either side of it.
Yeah,
Like
so
a
I look
wide
like
lapel at
that,
the
and then
top.
I have my sword, and I have a looks like a kind of like a stainless steel wand with like a shiny electrum tip on it or something. And then
That sounded really good. What the heck?
yeah, and then I bulwark is about 7.5 feet tall, and he is a gigantic piece of work. He has big, thick black plates of plate armor, and underneath that he has like it looks like smaller red, very very small linked plates that go in between all the armor, and it looks pretty fluid. And then he has 2 big red horns that come out of his black helmet, and he has massive like gauntlets, and he has with him right now you would just see like a warhammer and a battle axe, and he's just large. He's about 400 pounds.
Big boy.
Dangerous man.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. And Alex, you can see it, but that token on the left there is Runa's very own rendition of Yaikzal.
So I'm gonna
That's
fix,
Man,
I'll fix it later.
that looks great.
That looks good. I like it.
Man, I wish I could even draw a little bit.
See, she got a really big scar. She has a lot of scars. Great. And then she has like 2 different horns. Like one different.
Ooh.
Pretty epic.
Did one like get broken, or did they just
No.
grow different?
No, her horns are her pride and joy.
Is there a
You break
spell
her,
called
you break her
Locate
horns,
Person,
she'll break
Isaac?
you.
There is, yes.
And can you read that one to me?
Good to
Let's
know.
You even touch her horn, she'll break you.
I just don't know the distance and how far.
It's 1,000 feet. I know that off the top of my head.
I think it's level 1 or level 2.
Spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind. As long as you've seen the creature up close, within 30 feet at least once.
Which I have.
If they're in a different form, such as under the polymorph spell, it doesn't work. The spell can't locate creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature. And the spell lasts up to an hour. It is concentration.
And does hair help? It doesn't say that. But
No, not with this one. For things like... what's the divination spell? Scrying. Hair helps.
what level is that? 3?
So that's
5.
a 4th level spell. The locate creature.
5, I believe.
5e.
Or locate person?
Scrying. Yeah, locate person is a 4th level spell.
A 4th level?
Oh.
Yes, and scrying is a 5th level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't do anything about that anyways. Is there any 3rd level spells that do that kind of stuff?
No.
Or?
Locate object, I think, is also 4th level. Locate object. Oh, is actually 2nd level.
And what does that one do?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If it's in motion, you know the direction of movement. You have to have seen the object up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. It cannot locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
So could I locate the hair, her hair.
Yes.
Okay, so I could use that, and that's a second level.
That is a second level spell, yeah.
Okay. All right, and then
One other
Okay.
thing I wanted to talk about.
Right?
I'm surprised nobody's asked, but the reason I've brought Yaikzal in is I'm intending to retire.
But you're so young.
Thank you, Dre. Lyra, I think, will be taking over for me. Although she hasn't
Okay.
exactly replied to that.
She hasn't really been around.
She has been.
What are you
Just
gonna
not
do?
Oh.
Live
Yeah, what are you gonna
comfortably,
do?
I should hope.
Are you gonna still be in the council, or?
Yes.
Are you gonna, like, become a traveling musician?
No. No, I
I
will take a little more seriously to my duties in the council with nurturing the next generation of thieves.
Hmm.
And perhaps enjoy a little more downtime with less chasing after assassins and trying to keep idiots alive.
Yeah. Looks a Barian.
I don't look back at him. Right.
Just gonna take the higher road.
Well, I'm sad to see you go.
Well, I'll still be around. I'm not just abandoning the Jacks.
Okay. So,
If Lyra accepts my offer, I will be sticking around to tutor her for a while.
you can stay a Jack. You just don't. You can be more of like a mastermind. You don't have to come on the missions. You know.
I've thought about it long and hard, and I think it's time that I pass this off to more flexible thinking.
Okay. Well, I might not agree with you, but I respect you.
Well, I'll take what I can get on that front,
All right.
but I thought I should tell you both in person.
Okay. Thank you.
Does it mean I can take that sword now?
No, you idiot! Does not
Damn
mean
it.
you get to do whatever you want on jobs. Just means you don't have me to teach you not to be an absolute buffoon every time. I expect a little more professionalism from you now that you're no longer an initiate member of the group and are moving your way towards old hand.
Is that a rank?
I've been here like two months. How long have we been members of the Jacks?
I have no idea.
I've been
sound
here
like-
like
I'm not sure.
This sound mind must be a broken violin. I'm thinking.
What did you say?
This sound mind must be a broken violin.
The sound. It's played itself. All right, Barrick. Well, can you get a hold of me? How do you get a hold of people?
Depends how urgent it is.
Right. Well, if you can get a hold of me, if you need me, if you could, maybe send. DeGray's a magician, right?
No.
Who is a magician? Do you know any?
You.
Okay, yep, that is an answer to the question. Okay, if you need me, just give me a shout.
Sure.
Well, you said you're sneaky. I keep
Yep.
forgetting her name.
Yaikzal.
Yaikzal?
Yep.
Well, you could be an asset. I'd like to try and get the daughter of the king without having to fight our way out.
how do you feel about political espionage?
What?
Kena,
She's in.
Yeah.
would you like to accompany us to try and get the king's daughter? You're stealthy enough. I think we could use
Of
you.
course. You're not going to try to go without me,
Okay.
dummy.
That's my best
Well,
friend over there. You
What's
leaving
the
without
other
her?
name?
What's happening?
Lyra?
Lyra.
She's not around.
She's multiplying.
Where did she? She was just in here.
No, he was saying that he's offered her the
Oh.
position of leadership.
Where is Lyra? Where? What's her name?
Lyra?
No. His character.
Oh,
I forgot her name.
Lorelei.
Lorelei?
Right?
Are you in?
Well, get in a lot of trouble if he dies. So
And you don't really have a choice. You're still babysitting, so.
yeah, that's what
I
I signed up for.
do not think that this mission is the one for me.
You're
What-
big.
I am large. How about I hold the fort? Maybe Wednesday can teach me how to cook.
As she would come out with like plates of food. What?
I'm going to visually inspect her for burns.
None on her. She's well capable of cooking hungover.
Bulwark will turn to her.
I nod.
Starts handing
Yes.
people the steak and eggs and hands Bulwark a plate with an egg on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to stay back when they go on a mission. Perhaps you could teach me how to cook or home make.
I'm going back to bed.
I'll
Makes her
take
way to
that
her room.
as
Night.
indecision. He
Good
will
night,
then
blood hair.
go and he'll so Wednesday can hear. He's like, "Oh, this was so delicious, but I am full. Barian, would you like the rest of my egg?" And
You just hear the sound of a thump as she hits her bed.
yes, Bulwark. And then he'll quietly throw it out the window.
Toss it out the window.
I believe I nailed that one.
Oh no, Bulwark, you have to stay behind.
I know my place.
Dre.
Well, I'll miss you.
Oh, thank you. I will miss you too.
I don't buy it.
I think I'm supposed to tell you that was rude.
Well, I think you thought you were supposed to say you would miss me too, and I could tell you just like felt like you had to say it and didn't really mean it.
Over time, it becomes second nature. Just give me time.
We have nothing but time with you.
You know, unborn can feel emotion. We're just not accustomed to it. And I've been
Right.
asleep for almost 800 years.
Wow. Actually, 801, including last night.
Last night.
Remember when you like fell asleep and couldn't move for an eternity?
You understand that my brain and processor was still working at the time.
Right.
Dre, have a good trip. And he's gonna walk over to the corner and just like,
You too, buddy.
no response.
You too.
No response.
You
No response.
too.
No response. Dre's gonna say, "All right, well, the four of us are Barry."
I do?
No, Barry's like, "Well,
It's gonna say,
why don't we? What hotel do we go to in the inner rung or the outer rung? Was it? There's bed and board, which is the outer rung, right?
Yeah.
Ben
And what's-
Moore, just a tea shop. And there was like a place with a bunch of cabbage.
Yes, the Green Gate Inn.
Why don't we go to the?
Yeah.
Why don't we go to the bed and board, and see if we can get a side room, and see if we can get Nem to come and meet us.
Ah, Gary, 12-year-old.
A terrifying 12-year-old.
Yeah.
He.
Out of character, are you guys okay with that? Do you have a different direction you want to go? Like, out of character discussion. What do we want? Where do we want to go now with the story? Like, what are we looking
Well,
to do?
we have to save his daughter.
Yep.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll be like executed.
Okay. So out of
Personally, I don't want that.
yeah.
I want to live to see my potholes filled.
Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Nem and go do this quest line. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You guys ready to go? Do you need anything?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a pack. I'm gonna make a quick stop at the Arcanum. We're at the college.
Okay. You make a stop outside of the college Arcanum.
Hello.
You walk towards the front desk that has a couple
Oh,
students manning it. Hi.
I
Hello.
am on an important mission.
Oh.
I need to speak to Bran.
Well, I mean, her office is right over there. I don't know if she's in right now, and she doesn't always answer, but
Does she have an assistant or someone that could help me? I have.
yeah. I mean, I could get a letter left on her desk for you if you wanted.
I'm on a mission for the king.
Um,
I'm not sure if the queen has talked to Bran yet, but I guess I could try.
mean, I guess just go knock on the door and see if she answers, and if she doesn't, I can.
Okay,
get
I'm
a
gonna go
letter
knock
put
on the
her
door.
desk. Come in.
I just look at the desk. I'm like, with eyebrows up. I'm like, wow, it worked. Like, I give her
She
that
just
eyebrow.
shrugs at you like-
I open up the door. Hello.
You open the door to see Bran sitting behind her desk with a scowl on her face. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I had a request for you.
Well, I have no choice but to listen to it, so
Okay.
shoot.
Do you know the nature of my quest?
I know that you're helping the queen with something.
Yes. Locate something very important. So I was wondering if I could. I'll purchase it, but if I could purchase 2 scrolls off of you.
What scrolls?
I needed a scroll of locate object and a scroll of misty step.
I can find somebody to make those. She opens a drawer of her desk and pulls out a scroll. There's the locate object one.
Thank you.
I guess I'll just find somebody to make the Misty Step scroll.
Okay, I can pay them for their time.
Don't bother. If you want to come back tomorrow, I'm sure I'll have it by then.
Okay, thank you. I'll tuck the locate object scroll into my...
She just nods at you and goes back to her paperwork.
Okay, cool. I'll go back out. Oh, I'm like, who should I speak? Should I come speak with you or tomorrow?
I'll leave it with whoever's on the front desk.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go by and just like kind of nod and be like, at the front desk person.
They give you like a kind of nervous smile.
Thank you for your
Thumbs
time.
up.
I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Are you working tomorrow?
No,
Oh, okay. Do you know who is?
no idea.
Okay. Well, you have an awesome day.
Yeah, you too.
I'll go back to the people. All right. That was much more pleasant than I thought it was going to be.
What do you
Really?
think it was gonna be like?
And then I will tell her about Bran.
You would have to because she's never met her.
Bran is, and I'm gonna like wait till we're like near the outer rung.
Okay.
Like, Bran is the head of the college. She's good at magic, and she's a bitch.
Oh,
Not just a bitch, like the pure essence of bitch. And haughtiness and disdain and adjectives.
I heard rumors she slept her way to the top.
Possibility, I'm not going to rule it out.
as she should.
So just
As she should.
she tends to be the gatekeeper for a lot of things that has to do with
gives
magic.
you a keen look.
She tends
That's
to be
like gatekeep girl boss.
What?
Uh,
What did she say?
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
yeah, exactly. So I've had to deal with her, and she's uncommon. Bitch. She's a bitch. That's all I. Come on. I'll show you. I'll bring you over. Do you want to come? Do you want to come for a meeting?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
but don't be just tossing that word around.
The B word.
Yeah,
What would you
it has
prefer?
importance. Not that.
Ah,
Maybe goddess.
goddess
Yeah.
you
for
have a lot of
Brad.
respect for this woman
Yep.
For
who you've never met before.
Yep.
okay.
All right.
Yeah. He will just turn sideways and keep walking,
This is women supporting women.
and he's like, "As it is."
Well, you need to find the right women to support, my dear.
No, all women. Simply.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I admire your tenacity.
Tentacles?
What?
Wha-
No, tenacity. It means you stick to your ideals.
Ah. Okay, box.
That was Lorelei talking to you. not even
Lorelei?
Braille,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Give me a
Mind
nickname,
Prodder?
I dare you.
Mind Prodder.
Gross. Oh. Ugh. Ugh.
I'll take
Yeah.
I
I'll take
hate
it.
hearing it. Ugh.
Mind prodder.
That makes me really want it to stick.
She's a brain sucker.
As you guys arrive outside of the fine
The cranium
establishment,
prober.
the Bed and Boar.
Open up.
The frontal lobe.
Open it up. It's not very busy this time in the morning. There's a couple people catching a early lunch. As you guys would see, the gnomish figure making his way over to you, the kind of portly older gnome who runs it. Well, if it isn't my friends! It's been, quite a while since I've seen you lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are things? Killed any boar recently?
Well, not recently, although I had half a mind to take it to that dragon that moved outside. Ha.
Oh,
Wouldn't have lasted
lucky
a
for
day.
the dragon, yeah. Lucky for the dragon, you didn't have the time.
But I'm retired, and what sort of look would it be for others if people just come out of retirement whenever things get a little hairy? No, it would
You
need a
gotta let
little...
others prove themselves.
Precisely, it would need to be a little closer to the door before I'd try my hand at the beast.
Of course.
I snort.
You're so
I just snort cold air. Right there.
you're so courageous.
Well, I've been called worse.
Here's
Speaking of courageous, we're on a important mission and could really use somewhere to lie low.
He, leans in conspiratorially and starts to whisper, well, I could arrange a room for you. Please, come, as he, pulls you guys away from the rest of the crowd. What is this mission you find yourselves on?
Well, there might be another dragon coming to town, and someone needs to head it off at the pass.
Oh, my. What do you need me for?
well, we just need
Well-
a
The staging ground, really.
quiet place to talk. Not a lot of observers.
Make me a deception check, Dre.
Da-ba-ba. Da-ba-doo-bee-ba.
It's Yezrian, right?
Yeah,
It's a 15.
15. He looks at you. Well, I have just the room for it. How long do you need it for?
I look over at Barry and I don't know, is there a idea?
Few hours, 4 maybe.
He pulls a key out from underneath his nicely buttoned up doublet and hands it over to you. End of the hall.
Thank you. Could you send some wine and food up, please?
Well, of course.
Okay, thank you.
What do you take me for? Of course. Wine and food? How much? Do you want the boar platter?
I look at. What is her name again? I have to
Yaikzal.
get Yaikzal.
Yaikzal.
I look at her. Does she look like she could eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the boar platter.
Very well.
'Cause
I
Keno's
shall
here, too.
have one sent
I look at you
immediately.
offended.
No, he didn't say anything. He just sized you up.
Yeah, I know. I look at him offended.
I also look over at Kana. I'm like, I kind of raise an eyebrow at her.
She starts playing with her eyebrows back at you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, up you go then. I'll have something delivered.
Oh, and this is our friend Yaikzal. She's a new part of our crew.
Pleasure
Yo.
to meet you, Yaikzal. I am the owner of this fine establishment you find yourselves in now. Gideon
nice.
is the name.
Pardon?
Gideon Silent Hall is the name.
Silent Hill.
Hall.
Hill.
Hall, my dear. Hall.
Hell?
Like a hallway, but silent. Silent Hall.
Oh.
Not all
Hell.
that silent by the sounds of it.
Anyways, if you're ever in need of fine drink, the best food this side of the city, and rousing conversation, I'm the gnome for you.
Lorelai is just in a little bit of shock at like just the blatancy of what's being put on before her.
Like the flamboyance and
He is absolutely like the thickest skinned
Yeah.
person you've ever met.
As like a fine-tuned instrument to detect deceit. This is like throwing out the earthquake detector.
Not a word of a lie. He believes every word.
he's a great man. He's helped us out a bunch, and he
Anyways,
runs a
off
great
to your
ship.
room. They'll be there in about 20 minutes, so keep the secretive conversation to a minimum until then.
Okay, thank you, Gideon.
Honestly, the fact that he believes it probably baffles her more.
As we walk, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have said it was a secret. Maybe we shouldn't have said something about it being
I'm
secret.
sorry, who's the sound mind here?
Okay, broken violin.
Thank you. What are these nicknames?
He's like,
Starting
he,
to feel a little bit.
Barion's gonna lean over to Yaikzal and be like, he knows that we have secret stuff going on. So all that matters is we tell him there is a secret. If we didn't tell him there's a secret, he'd be even more suspicious and dig. Right?
So-
As long as he feels like he's a part of it. Right? That's all he wants to be, is a part of the story and have something to say. He's a great guy.
Okay.
And
So is it a secret?
Well, yeah.
what we're doing is, but he thinks we're going to fight a dragon in a pass.
Oh.
So that means we do have to come back with like something dragon related.
I'm right here.
Hey, how would you feel about us taking your body parts?
All right,
I
that got
will
weird. In a hurry. Get in the room.
As you guys find yourself at the room that is at the end of the hall, its own like wall of the inn to itself, as the other ones are like along the hallway. This is the one at the very end, flat against its own wall, the penthouse suite, if it were. As you guys step inside, it has its own kind of living room area, large bed off to one side, another bedroom off on the other, bathroom built in as well. Do you guys make yourself comfortable?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you guys wait, about 20 minutes later, a massive platter of boar meat will be brought up with a kind of... it's got a spear through it. It's not a real spear, but they've looked like somebody skewered it and killed it as they bring in the wild boar, apple in the mouth, side dishes galore around it, bottle of wine and some glasses.
So then I think we should hit it with a pincer attack from above as it chases us into the canyon.
You forgot about its... in my head, I'm like, which dragon? What are we going with? Pick a color.
Purple.
That's not a real one. Green, white, or red?
Brown.
Okay, red it is. You forgot about its fire breath, though.
As the
Fire
door
breath? I thought it
closes
breathed
and the server
lightning.
sees themselves out of the room.
Good job. We played that real smooth.
All right. Well, I'll dig in. I'll cut some meat for everybody and pass it out.
Yeah, it's a lot of food, but it's not a terrible amount split among a whole group. It is meant to be more than enough food for one person, but among the entire group, it's a light meal.
Lorelai's gonna play it casual, but eat a ton.
Yaikzal, you eat meat?
Yep.
All right. Kena,
Hi,
you want some meat?
of course.
Okay, give her some.
Thanks. So she grabs it from you and starts.
You have silverware?
Oh,
Kena,
yeah.
what if the queen were here?
I always say hi.
Would you eat with the silverware?
Maybe.
Where is the silver?
The silverware.
In the where?
That's good.
Yep. I'd eat. And I'd send a message to Nem.
Okay.
Hey, Nem, we're at the bed and boar room, da-da-da. Can we talk? We have information about Matilda.
That's correct. You get a reply back. I will be there shortly.
Awesome.
As about 10 minutes later, there would be a knock at the door. Guys would open it to see a 12-year-old girl with short, dark hair step in and close it behind her.
I'm
Comes
doing the
and
noises. Stop it.
Sits down in one of the chairs. You said you had news?
Yes.
There's,
She looks like she has not slept. She is bleary-eyed.
What have you been doing?
Looking into the Underdark.
Well, us four talked to the king, and he's asked us if we could return his daughter. We're wondering if you would like to join us.
Of course. She looks a little offended. Like, she's a little snappy, a little tired as she, like, snaps at you with that one.
Would you like to have a nap?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So we
Yes, I will be involved.
Kena here's quiet. She's good in the forest. She's good what she does. And she's good at, getting in front of things and keep them off us. We have a friend Yaikzal here. I don't know if you didn't meet her yet. She's a new Jack.
Oh, Jack?
Oh, you've never heard of the, what are we called? The Jack.
Hooded Jacks.
The Hooded
it's
Jacks.
kind
You ever heard
of
of
a
them?
secret,
Yeah, that's not the type
but
of thing.
all right.
Is it a secret?
Yeah, it's not the type of thing you broadcast.
Oh, never mind then.
I don't think we're having secrets here anymore.
No. We have Yaikzal here. She's good at what she does. She's
Hello, you can call me Nam.
Hello. Pardon?
I mean, so we've
Nam.
been told.
You can call me Nam.
An enemy.
That, but shorter. Just take part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Eminem.
How about just M?
M.
Okay. And then obviously us. So you're formidable. It'd be good to have you along. I'm gathering a couple spells that'll help us.
What are you looking for?
I just got locate object. I have some of her hair.
Oh. Well,
And then I'm also getting Misty Step.
can you pass the hair here?
I'll give her some, yeah.
She
Here's the hair.
takes it from you and starts looking over it. And she'll start casting a spell. Just, like, sitting there.
I am
Casting.
watching every inch of the spell.
She's looks exhausted, but she's, like, carefully going through it. It will take her a full 10 minutes to cast.
Okay.
And then she'll close her eyes. And then she'll... Damn it. They've got her shielded from scrying.
Okay.
She
Very
hands you
clever.
the hair back.
Like a non-detection?
I have no idea. It just didn't work.
Okay. Damn it.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. They probably have her on a different plane.
Oh yeah, she'll definitely be in the Underdark.
I've been able to find some, but not enough. I want more time to do some research, but
Okay.
what I have found might be of some use. I
Oh,
don't-
speaking of,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you. Lorelai's going to put up see invisibility, just to be,
Okay,
'Cause-
she's gonna cast
know,
that.
see people. Yeah, just like have it up. It stays up for a bit.
Make me a perception check.
Percept.
Oh shit! Perception. That is a 26.
Okay. She puts up the spell and looks around a bit. She would see. There's like a moment of something that shows up in her vision right as it goes around a corner and vanishes from sight that wasn't there before.
Wait, what corner does it go around?
Into one of the rooms nearby.
Do we have the door open?
No, into one of the rooms inside the penthouse.
Oh. All right. She's gonna keep a really keen eye out for it.
Okay.
right? Because you can't come, right? That's like a room you go in and then come back out of.
Yes.
It's not like
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, she'll keep an eye on it.
I'm not sure how true it is, but when I was reading, I found something about one of the rulers of one of the undercourts who had an open agreement that's been around for at least 1,000 years by the time of writing, that he promised a favor to anyone who could bring him a specific object. I couldn't find much more about it. It's mentioned in passing. But if we could find somebody who knows more than I, or if I had some more time to look into it, it could be useful. It could be an old wives' tale. I don't know. Sorry, I haven't slept.
Do you have an idea of what it is?
Not the faintest clue.
No, so not even like a hint or. Okay.
He was feuding with some creature and wanted something important stolen from it.
Okay. I'm gonna. Here, 1 second. Do you know which lord of the Underdark it was? Do you know the name?
No. Sadly, my tutor doesn't know much about the current Underdark and was little help.
Okay.
I don't know any experts on the subject either.
I'm sending a message to Z.
Okay.
Quick question.
I need you to roll me a d20.
Okay. $12.
12. Okay. Continue with your message.
Question at Bedenbor. Important. Old agreement with Underdark. What did you call it? Lord or?
Yeah, one of the lords of the Undercourt.
Lord. 1,000-year-old. Might help get King's daughter back. Can you come, please?
The reply you get back is, "What? I'm busy. Make more sense."
Okay.
It'd be about a minute later you get another one. I realize you might not be able to cast this very many times. Make more sense.
Can I reply to that?
You may, yes.
I need advice. Could use history. Knowledge about Underdark. King's daughter was stolen by Hagren. We're trying to get her back. Might have found loophole.
You would get a message back. Oh, well, that's exciting. Well, I'm no expert, but I know some creatures who are.
That would be great. How would I contact one, and could you give me a good word?
No, I think the king knows them. Flumph colony up in the mountains.
Flumph. I'm gonna look at Nem before. What is a flumph, and which mountain? I will ask the king as well. Any other advice?
There is No further message after that.
Okay. Nem,
Yes,
what is a flumph?
I haven't the faintest clue.
Okay, I talked to my master. His name's Z. He said that there's a flumph colony in the mountain. They're old creatures who know about the Underdark. Oh, we know what a flumph is. Is it this? Was it this one? No, never mind.
Not
Wrong.
this one that it came out.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Different campaign. Sorry, guys. He said the king knows about some flumph colony in the mountains, and they might have some knowledge about the Underdark.
Hold that thought, Barian. I think I saw something. And Lorelei's gonna get up and cautiously approach the room that she saw the invisible thing go into.
Okay. She makes her way carefully to the edge of the room. What is she doing when she gets to the edge?
Now she's gonna throw the door open.
Okay.
The
So
door
that
was
takes it
open.
back.
The door was
The
open.
door's open.
I wouldn't have been able to go through.
So you.
All right,
you
well,
get
does
to
she
the
see
open
anything?
door. When you look in, you glance around. Nope.
With the invisibility still up.
Yeah, I mean, there's still places in the room for something that could be hidden, but just like glancing from the doorway and looking about, she doesn't see anything.
Lorelei, what are you doing?
All right.
What are you looking for?
There's something sneaking about.
There's the reason I wrote Nem.
And she'll, Varian, could you help me make sure there's nothing here?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna walk into the room and kind of look around and move stuff and.
Okay. You go in and start moving stuff about as Nem just
And I'll cast detect magic.
just come out.
Okay. Before I cast
As you
the
guys
spell.
turn back to look at her, and stepping out from a pillar behind her, you would see a black-furred tabaxi in leather armor, wicked-looking rapier on its hip, and a dagger on the other, and just leans comfortably against the pillar there. Not
Hello?
in the room you guys are searching in at all.
Okay, we walk
Huh.
back in.
Shit.
You recognize a bit of the cloak he's wearing as the flash of color you saw going around the corner.
Who's your friend?
This is Misfortune. I need Barian. Just everybody roll a history check.
Not 11.
9. Lorelei got a 16.
Wait. Oh, 12.
12? Okay. With the 16, Lorelei would recognize the name immediately. It is a very famous name. Misfortune is one of the titles of the foremost shadowy assassin on in the Tamaran Empire period.
Okay.
Been operating for like 40 or so years before they like vanished from the profession like 5 years ago. But a terrifying reputation and many names to them. Black Cat of Despair, Misfortune.
Really?
Hurts me and runs.
What are you doing here?
The darkness.
She sort of takes like a half step back.
Misfortune is protecting me.
You.
From what?
Alright then. She's gonna, without any components, pop her free detect thoughts and see if she can figure out more information than that by like scanning both of their service thoughts.
Okay. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh. Oh, that's a 13.
Okay. The moment you feel the magic take hold, darkness swallows you, and you find yourself standing in the midst of a foggy forest. As she vanishes from your side, all of you. She's just no longer in the room as she just gets swallowed over by blackness.
What happened?
It would be pretty obvious what happened. Misfortune has cast a spell.
With no somatic points or anything?
No, he did. He did a spell, and she vanished.
Is this normal?
Nem
What
looks
the-
over at him, and he just... She started casting a spell without any components, but I saw the magic fall over her. I've sent her somewhere to cool off.
Okay.
Wine? What?
I guess.
All right.
They're like, they're like, they
Is
just offer it, like,
Lorelei a native of the material plane?
Hmm?
Is Lorelei
Yes.
a native? Okay, so yes, she appears in the forest.
Would you like some wine? I feel like we're gonna be sitting here for a bit.
No, we'll be all right.
Okay.
Sure,
All right.
Pour some wine.
Something
Have
about flumps. If you can talk to the king, it's a good as lead as
some-
any.
Okay. So number one, who are you being protected from? And are we gonna have to fight them?
Nobody in particular, but it, you know,
Is he just
Pays
a
to
friend?
be
He's just
prepared.
generally around.
call it a business arrangement.
Okay. I talk to him. I'm like, retirement is this?
He ignores you completely.
Okay.
So if you check with the king and start following that, that'll give me some more time to do some research. Perhaps you can go and speak with this flump colony. We can meet back after we both have more information.
Well,
Okay.
couldn't hurt.
Can you tell them to bring back our friend?
She looks
Please.
over at Misfortune, who will walk over by where she was, pull his dagger, and kind of position it carefully, and you can see his eye calculating as the magic drops, and Lorelei, after spending about 30 seconds in this place, you would find yourself swallowed by blackness again, and as your eyes open, you would find yourself face to face with the master assassin, his dagger held at your throat.
He just tenses up a little.
I can still see the spell on you.
Sorry. Force of habit.
Does she drop
And I'll
concentration?
drop- Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No more trouble then, right?
Sure.
Pulls the dagger back and sheaths it before walking back and leaning against the
You
pillar
would
once
definitely
again.
see auras coming off me then.
Have they been there the whole time?
Yes.
Then he's not concerned about it.
Okay.
Actually, what school are they?
Abjuration and conjuration.
Yeah, and he's not worried.
Okay. All right. Is there any information you can give us? Like, what have you found so far about the Underdark?
That's the best I've come across, other than conversations about their brutality and ritual-like nature of them. They worship some spider goddess, Arachnia, something like that. Arachne, I don't remember.
Okay.
It's been a lot of speed reading.
Well, if you can find out some more information about that agreement of that thing, that might be our best way, without causing a bunch of waves.
Well, I'll see what I can find in the libraries I know. You guys, I trust you can find this flump and check with them.
Hopefully.
I guess so. Well, are flumps dangerous?
I
have
don't know
no
what
idea.
a flump is. I'm gonna look to her friend there. Do you know what a flump is?
He ignores you.
Can you ask him if he knows what a flump is?
Do you know what a flump is? He just shakes his head at her.
Okay, well, worth a shot. Okay.
Anything else you need or want to talk about?
No, that should suffice for now, I guess.
Okay.
I will send you a message if I find anything important.
Okay. Thank you.
She pulls herself from seated. Thank you, I guess. I'm not good at these friendly things.
I can see, and I like put my eyes towards the assassin. Quite the deterrent.
Hopefully, she will turn and take her leave.
All right. Okay. I ask her. I'm like, do you mind if I have the hair back?
Oh, yes. She hands it over to you, still holding it absentmindedly. She gives it like a kind of forlorn look as she does, but hands it over to you.
All right. And then I'll finish eating.
All right. As you guys are left well enough alone in the room as she leaves.
Like so that I like Runa and stuff like that. Like feel free to cut in. You know what I mean? Like if you have things and stuff like that.
You know, I was just listening. I was just having.
Okay.
Listening.
I just don't want to feel like I'm pushing it in the direction all the time. So just like if you guys.
No. Right. It's a first session, so I'm just trying to.
You're doing great. You're
get
doing great.
information first, please.
I guess on the way back, we should stop at the knot quickly.
Yeah.
It's only like 9 and 10 in the morning, so.
No, you guys woke up like 10, 11.
Okay, so it'd be like 1 or 12 or something, so.
Pushing into late afternoon.
I'd like to stop in the market quick, or at the college on the way back home.
Okay. Stop at college.
Alex, can you spend, what do I have for ink and paper?
Here we go. You have 0 ink and paper.
All right, can I spend like 200 on ink and paper?
Fine.
Okay, do you want to just write it off?
Yup, just
Okay.
getting rid of it.
Oh, and what do I have for material components as well?
200 gold's worth.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You purchase some fine ink and paper for your...
Yeah, and then when we get back to the knot, I'll take some time. I believe it would take 4 hours, and I'll copy the spell into my book.
Something like that, yeah.
2 hours per level.
As you copy down the information into your book, spending the, 50 gold per spell level, so 100 gold?
100 gold of it. So you can knock 100 off. But can you add locate object to my spell book, please?
Yes, I can do that.
As you learn the spell, the scroll burning its way to
does
dust.
it burn away?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, learning the spell
use it up.
uses the scroll.
All right.
While he's doing that, Yaikzal, what's it?
Yep.
So, like, what's your deal? How did Barrick run into you?
I ran into him. Literally.
And just like that, he was like, you know what? You need to join our secret thief organization.
No. I kind of knocked him over.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at me. I looked at him. And he
kissed.
said, "Excuse me?" No.
I thought you were building into something, sorry.
No. And he said, "Thief?" And I said, "Rigger?" And he said, "No, thief." I still don't know his name. All I know, I have a job now.
Yeah, well, respect to you.
You can take a D8 inspiration die for your rendition of Barrick's voice. Excuse me?
This was a 20.
So, inspiration basically is something I hand out when I'm well entertained or really like some roleplay, and you can add it to any roll except damage, basically, or healing.
Okay.
So you have it. You can only have one at a time. So if you get more, it only matters if it's a larger dice number. But you can't have more than one of it at a time. But you can just write it down on your sheet that you have it and spend it somewhere important.
Okay, so this one? The 20?
No, D8.
Okay.
Ooh, Do I get inspiration per character or just one?
Per character.
Yes.
Ooh,
That's
I have to keep track of who I get inspiration with.
Yep.
Crap.
So I
Alright.
wrap up my spell.
You finish transcribing it in your book. Oh! Oh, Danny.
Go.
It just fell down after you hit it.
Yeah, that was painful. Sorry, stream. I headbutted the microphone.
Yeah, no, it's meant to be a microphone, not your new rhino horn.
Well, okay, we're back. All right. You guys ready to go speak to the king? You can
No,
come.
am I ever?
You can come. if you-
I've drafted a plan for the pothole project.
Please don't. We said 3 months.
Okay, yeah, we did agree. But you talked to me about magic.
That wasn't in the agreement.
I literally said don't talk to me about magic stuff.
When did I talk to you about magic?
You have been talking about it for 4 hours.
Not to you.
Yeah, but you were like, "Oh, can I go buy some stuff with material components?"
That was
for
out
all
of
the
character.
fair
I
money
wouldn't.
that
I
we
wouldn't have
gained?"
asked you in game. I just went and went it.
All right, all right.
Okay. Yaikzal, do you want to come with us? You can stay back.
Yes.
Okay.
But no pothole.
No.
What? Why is everyone against this? You've tripped. I know you have. Everyone has.
Not in a pothole. My eye can see that far.
She has one eye.
She's got one blind eye.
Oh
with
yeah,
a
you're
scar
blind.
running through it.
Okay, welcome to the club. I'm like, good point. Good
And I
point.
still haven't tripped over a pothole.
Wow. You really must be something special. I'm glad you're in the group.
Thanks.
All right.
No pothole talk.
That's all you. That's all you gotta say. Never tripped in a pothole. You're in.
We're like walking as this conversation is going on.
So you guys eventually arrive outside of the palace gates and would be let through immediately.
All right. Bum 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 bum.
You guys find yourself quickly next to the herald.
Wondering if we can see the king.
Names and titles, please.
Yaikzal.
Baron of the Jacobson.
Sir Evan Draylington.
I just look at the guy. I'm like, please don't. Like,
Well, I must announce you. It's my job.
just the Jacobson brothers. And what's your last name?
Yaikzal.
What's your last name?
Yaikzal of...
Yaikzal.
Your last name.
Oh.
Or where you hail from.
Kraken. Kraken. Yaikzal. Kraken.
Announcing the Jacobson brothers and Yaikzal Kraken to see the king.
I'm like, Kraken.
Hey,
Go
you have
forward,
to say
go
who
forward.
the,
All
who
right,
the
all right,
Jacobson
all right.
brothers consist of, though.
It's fine. We're going in. I'm like in between them, and I'm like holding the elbows. I'm like, walk.
Cana of the forest. And Cana of the forest.
Oh, I forgot she was there. Okay, we're all walking in.
As you guys make your way up to the dais upon which the two thrones sit, you would see the queen sitting in hers and the king next to her. The queen, as always, distracted.
And I'm like bowing. I'm like, bow.
You guys get to the front, and the two brothers bow as they're used to, and Kana catches on pretty
I
quick.
tell
and
Yaikzal, I'm like,
drops to a knee as well
Yaikzal.
alongside you guys.
Yaikzal, go to a knee. Yaikzal.
I dropped down to both knees. You just said knee.
Okay, good enough.
Please, rise. What brings you back so soon, and with companions?
These are some of my fellows who are going to be helping. It'll actually be the four of us, plus we convinced Nem to help.
Oh, well, that is good. They're
So-
trustworthy, I hope.
Yes. I talked to someone who had more information, and we may have found a loophole with one of the Underdark Lords. Apparently he has a 1,000-year-old agreement that if someone brings him an item of a certain, we're not sure make, that he offer them a favor. So then I asked a
What do we
friend...
need?
I don't know, and that's what we're trying to find out. So I asked a friend of mine who had a lot of information, and he mentioned a colony of flumps in the mountains and said you might know about them.
I know of one such colony.
Okay,
Yes.
and he said that they have information about the Underdark.
How does your friend know what I know?
He is a very eclectic man that I don't know a lot about. He's just came to teach me blade singing. And
You know strange things, Barry and Jacobson.
most of them not by my choice.
Well, at least one secret of the throne and one odd bit of trivia. But perhaps they could help. They know many things. We've consulted with them before, although none have been there since the wyverns made their nest.
Okay. So wyverns possibly need to be dealt with. Would you be able to give us an introduction or a writ or something so it'd make it easier to talk to them? Or
Well, they're a friendly sort, as long as you stay friendly. Although they will leave if they sense anything evil.
okay. I'm like looking at Kana and all the people around me. Like, anything to say?
I don't think we can bring
Kena waves at you.
I open my mouth.
I'm like waiting. So
I reach into my bag.
waiting.
I pull out a piece of paper that you saw earlier.
Which is which one?
The one with my plan for the potholes on it.
I grab it from you. I grab it from you.
Pulled from your hand as you're slowly pulling it out of your bag.
And then I like look to Yaikzal. I'm like, sorry, what were you saying, Yaikzal? Like,
I like read it.
I was
Read it.
saying how grateful we are to be here.
A pleasure
So efficient.
to meet you.
So efficient.
I am Theracles von Ices, King of Tamara.
I apologize for him. He has an anxious habit of bringing out random pieces of paper.
Oh, I hadn't noticed up till now.
Mm.
A pleasure to meet you,
all right.
Yaikzal.
I'm very happy to meet you too.
I tried to communicate the entirety of my pothole plan with just my eyes as I look at the king.
I allow this.
He's like looking over at you a little confused now and again before wandering somewhere else, and you're like intense glare.
I hear like the awkward silence. I'm like, who should we do? Do you have someone that knows the location of these flumps, or who should?
I can have it provided to you, yes.
Thankfully,
I
thank
would-
you.
I would send you a detachment of guard to help deal with the wyverns, but I doubt I could keep something like that quiet.
We can. Do you know? Maybe you could give us some information about the wyverns that would help us in either getting around them or defeating them.
Well, I know that they made a nest near the entrance to the cave system that the flumps live within.
Okay.
They seem to be led by a powerful specimen of their clan, some alpha of some sort.
Would they back down if we took out the alpha?
I have no idea. I know that the cloister of flumps have lived within those caves for years, although I know not about their lifespan. If you could get past them, that would work fine, but those who we had watching over it did not like their odds, and we've sent no one since.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome. I mean, I hardly deserve your thanks for that. You're doing it at my benefit.
Information's sometimes hard to come by. It's nice when it's just freely given. So, do you possibly have maybe a huntsmaster or someone like that who would know a little bit more about the ins and outs of wyverns and maybe some weaknesses?
I could fetch She's trustworthy, and she's dealt with them before.
That'd be helpful. Thank you.
All right. I shall have her sent for, as he looks over at one of the servants again, and as soon as they receive the look, they run out of the room.
And then, like, does it look like we have to leave the room and meet her, or
No,
just wait?
No, just wait.
Okay.
As a little while later, you would see the same woman, elven by the look of her, long silver hair falling past her waist. No longer wearing the metal backpack she had before, but coming in accompanied by her griffin once again. You called, my king? Yes, I wish for you to tell these friends of mine as much as you can about wyverns. They are likely to have a meeting with some, a fine specimen of wyvern kind among them, and I know you have some experience dealing with them. Of course. Wyverns are large creatures related to dragons.
Okay.
They are quite perceptive. They attack with bite and claw, as well as a nasty stinger filled with poison upon their tail.
Mm-hmm.
Their poison is by far their worst threat. They tend to travel in packs of 6 to 24.
Okay. What does the poison do?
Kills you, if you can't handle it. They're not against stinging twice, either.
Is there an antidote for it, or is it not one of those type of poisons?
Not one you could take beforehand.
Okay. Do you have any weaknesses or ways to deal with them, or anything they're afraid of?
They are aggressive creatures. They fear little. They are comfortable in the dark or during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Wild ones are impossible to train. They must be caught as a child to have any hope of doing it. Better yet, if they're an egg. They tend to be aerial hunters, but no weakness.
Okay. And are they intelligent, or?
No.
So they could be tricked into a trap or ambush.
They're as intelligent as your average wolf.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other?
Is that all you need, my lord? Yes, I think that is sufficient, if that is all you have to supply. As she just gives a deep bow and makes her way out.
All right, I guess we'll get our map.
As you say that, one of the servant walks in, and he comes with a rolled piece of parchment and 3 bags. He hands you the parchment, and he hands a bag to each of your other companions you've brought with you, each containing 2,000 gold.
Sweet.
So Kana and
Lorelei.
Lorelei.
And Yaz.
And yes, yeah, okay. There you got 2,000 gold, Runa.
Woo!
And Lorelei and Kana got some more gold. I'm gonna have to make sure she doesn't spend it all on 5 pastries.
Or 200 pieces of paper.
As I think at that point you guys would be dismissed unless you have any other questions for the king and queen.
I started to pull out another piece of paper.
I take it from you immediately. I don't even know what it is.
I asked him in the head, what was this one?
Don't worry about it.
As you guys return to the knot with map in hand that leads you to a point in the mountains to the west of Alokrin, with instructions on how to find the cave you're looking for, and clearly marking that it has become the nesting ground of a group of wyverns.
We might be able to get a wyvern egg.
We will end the session there.
Wonderful.
As it is 9:59, that is the end for us, folks. Thanks for
Timing.
showing up.
XP. Experience.
Oh yeah,
X
experience.
to the P.
I shall give you guys the XP after we sign off. So, as always, you can find us on Facebook under Adventure Corp or on TikTok if you want to see some of our funnier clips and
TikTok.
stuff like that.
When we eventually put links in, I'll be pointing to them.
We have links. They're on our Twitch. They're not going to show up on the screen. That would I'd have to be able to edit that in. So, yeah, you
Right
can find us there.
there.
We also have a Discord if you want to jump on and send a message to Calicintel. I can get you in the chat where the players, excluding me, can chat with fans and come up with notorious ideas to make my life worse. And I also have my favorite channel on there, which is an open source inspiration, where if you have any ideas for people, places, or things in D&D, you can share them with other people and
All right,
steal some for
inspiration
yourself.
time. Everyone take notes. a satyr personal trainer called Goach.
And that's where we're signing off, folks.
Also, can you add Runa to the thing as well?
I did. Yeah, she's in there, and she's got the player tag. So,
Wonderful.
signing off, everybody.
Bye-bye.